fees and minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
Nice, Chuck. I'll take it from here. Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Visit CapitalOne.com/bankguide for details. Capital One and a member FDIC.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Left wing handoff to Wembanyama with two. Takes a three that he misses too strong. It's happening, Knicks fans. It's happening. It's been 53 years. But for this moment, it was well worth the wait. A playoff run that'll go down in history and a team that will live forever. Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
Wow. 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 Bart and Carlin.
That's wrong energy, baby. Who let the dogs out?
Don't ruin
Who let
this.
the dogs out?
Don't ruin this. Don't pull the Mike Brown. Don't get all corny. That was
even Carl was like dork.
Well, but
he's a man around this piece.
And
Never have to work a day in his life around here.
And as everybody says, like, you can say whatever you want when you win, and that's exactly what happened the other night. And the Knicks can do whatever the hell they want. What an unbelievable postseason run. 16-3, beat their opponents by the most in NBA history in point differential, and in this series didn't even led half the time, won half the quarters, 10 of the 20 quarters, and they win the series in 5 because they got it done when it mattered the most.
Yeah.
And the Spurs didn't. And now you are champions of the NBA.
Man, dude, we should have on drop just anytime we need to add to our we are the champions. Because they don't do that no more, right? At least I didn't see it in that stuff.
They didn't really play it the other night in San Antonio for sure.
That's what I'm saying. We need to have that as a drop. I mean, look at all the drip that's coming out, man. Look at all the drip that's coming out. I see the ladies with the pink drip with bridges in the middle. Like, hold up, man. We got to rotate that. We can't have nothing without the captain. I mean, what's her name? Mia Hamm? Or Hammond? The one that
Becky Hammond.
Yeah, Becky Hammond. She's sitting there like, damn. Now I got to make a formal apology. Because not only did Brunson, listen, the game before that they won, when the Spurs choked, Brunson had a bad game. He put the whole team on his back. He was like, nope, we ending this tonight. And you got to give his ability to get his shot off against anybody is just crazy. And you can see it was like, okay, it's 2 minutes, time for the Spurs to choke. I mean, they got tight. And that just shows you about the collective experience. And what I can say about this team is that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts because they don't have any big superstars or big names outside of Brunson, but they don't have a lot of big names and big stars on their team. It kind of reminds you of the Dirk Nowitzki Dallas team where he was a superstar, and I guess you can now put Brunson in that type of
You
air.
have to.
That type of air. Like he's out of the Finals MVP, a 40-burger for a closeout, and he beat a team that had a lot of talent and had what we thought was the future. And Wemby's still the future. But, man, he is such a jerk. I mean, listen, if Isaiah and all the other guys got the grief for not shaking hands on the way out after losing, not being a professional, not saying, hey, man, way to go. You guys were the better team. Not maybe the better collective. And Castle's going to be a superstar.
Who cares?
I'm saying I think Harper. But I think when we tell the whole story, man, like what you saw was a team that had collective scar tissue that knew how to play together as a unit. And you saw a team that when it got tough, they didn't have defined roles, right? You saw that they tried to – they put 2 plays for Fox. Fox was damn near over. Dylan Harper was the only one that was getting in buckets. But then you saw on the other side, everybody knew play our role. It's Captain Clutch time, you know what I'm saying, and let's do what we need to do, right? Just like the game before when OG – was like, I ain't getting it. I know I'm open, but I ain't getting this damn ball back. So let me go ahead and go the hand of God and tip it back in.
I think what we saw the other night was, frankly, a team that the entire night I did not expect to win the game. Just the way the whole night was playing out and as poorly as they were playing for a lot of it. And in the fourth quarter, just okay, the Spurs are going to get over the top here.
Choke time.
But then it is about one guy. I mean, quite literally scored 48% of their points the other night. That is not even just in being hyperbolic, because it's not. When you go and look at the numbers, by any metric you want, it's one of the all-time great closeout performances in NBA history. He quite literally matched Michael Jordan in a closeout performance with 45 points. And did it as the smallest guy on the floor, and did it picking on the Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
So when we talk about all of those things, this puts you in the pantheon in NBA history. We don't need to talk about all-time great players and any Mount Rushmores and any crap like that today. What we saw was a player who took over
down a heater
when it mattered, and it wasn't even a heater, man. To me, that was just, we are not losing tonight. We are wrapping this up. We are not putting anything else to chance, and we are going to find a way against this younger team that doesn't understand it yet.
They didn't know,
but that's okay. I think you said the right thing there. Scar tissue, the Knicks' scar tissue. Understanding what you needed to do to get to this point, the process that you went through over the last several years to build to this point.
To your point, this is 3 years. This is a 3-year mission, man. This is a 3-year mission. These guys for 3 years have had disappointments, letdowns, and trying to build this thing together. What you saw, like I said, when I say the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, everybody knew their role. Nobody's trying to be like.
It was a great team.
Yeah, like sometimes when you look at Boston, you like, man, Tatum wants to be the guy. Everybody collectively says, Brunson, you be the star. Like Cat can say, man, like Cat had a double burger 0, right? I don't even know if he.
Cat was terrible the other night. Terrible.
And it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. It's like, don't worry, just we're gonna do what we need to do, right? And it would have been every excuse, like, man, Cat can't stay on the court, blah, blah, blah. They would have been talking stuff about them and all that stuff if they would have lost. They gave the Spurs a masterclass on how to finish, right? Spurs just couldn't finish, didn't know how to finish. And the wars that these guys have been in, like the 29-point comeback that they came back from, that was basically from the Cavs series that they came back with. They say, hey,
22
man,
in that one.
We've been there.
Yep.
It's okay. They haven't been there. And we used to always say, like, I like to use boxing because boxing is just 1 against 1, right? Take them to deep water and drown them, right? These guys going to be all jacked up on Mountain Dew, and they're not thinking about it. Those free throws are easy in the first quarter, easy in the second quarter, easy in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, they get tight, and you can see that basketball got heavy for them. I don't even know what offense they ran. And the beautiful story, man, is like when I seen Brunson hug his father, what that brought me back to is when they showed us the video of his dad having him as a kid say, run down, shoot it, do it again. And you can see that Brunson was pissed off and angry, but his dad made him do it anyway because it's those moments, that mental toughness, that when you get to these moments, you heard Brunson, like when he got to these moments, he just thought about all the work he had put in. And you put in all this work so when these moments come, you can define. Like, it is a lot of great players in this league, and there's a lot of great players that have played. There's a lot of great players that have played in the NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB. But it's only few people that have that when the moment gets tight, give it to me, I won't panic. Right? I won't choke. Like, I'm the same person no matter what the moment is. And Brunson's that guy. And it's a lot of stars in this league that is a lot better than Brunson that don't have that scar tissue. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Big Shot used to be that. That's how you get the name Big Shot. You get the name Captain Clutch because of that. Like, I think about, the moments that Kobe had it. I can't remember him doing that in these big games. Like hitting those defining shots. Kyrie hit the big shot, right? Like, it is a skill and it is a mindset and it is a grit that you have to be able to hit those shots, to take those shots and to want those shots, because everybody don't want those shots. You know what I mean? Guys shy from those shots. Brunson's a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? Bad dude.
Here he is on feeling the pressure to deliver in the moment.
No pressure. No pressure whatsoever. I've described pressure in the past. My dad being on 8 or 9 unguaranteed contracts throughout his career, not knowing when you're going to get cut, when a team's going to move on from you while your family's on the East Coast and you're wherever you are in the country. That's pressure. Working out 3 times a day in the summertime and watching him push himself just to get a training camp deal. That's pressure. I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am. I like to think I work pretty hard. When the opportunity presented itself like it did today, I just trust my work, and if we win, we win. If we don't, we learn, we move forward. But I'm just never afraid to fail.
Man, look at that, man. Like, and he's way better player than his dad is, and I'm sure his dad would say that. But sometimes as a parent, you can say things, but, man, kids watch what you do, bro.
Yeah.
Kids watch what you do. And I can remember his dad. I heard his dad say it. I think he said it after the game. He said he remembered when he had to come to Jalen and say, I'm going to get cut from Philadelphia, and I don't think I'll ever get another chance. I'm sorry. Like, could you imagine having that moment as a kid? Here's your dad. He's a professional athlete, and he's survived in the league for 8 years, no matter what his role is. But the fact that he's seen himself as not making the team as a failure to his son, and to tell your son and to cry to your son, you know what kind of battery pack that put in some type of kid? Like, no, I feel like part of what Brunson does is to avenge his father. I feel like the way he played and the chip that he have on his shoulder, I feel like that's because of his father. Like, I feel like he's saying, like, yo, y'all slept on my dad, and the Brunson name will be up in lights one day. I feel like he takes the name on his back of his jersey like to a whole nother level. I feel like the chip on his shoulders because he saw how his dad got done, right? No, I mean,
and then partially done that way himself.
Yeah,
winning 2 championships in
and
college and it's a second-round pick.
Yeah,
and you go off for 41-31 in conference finals, and you put yourself in a position to get a lot of money, and the team that you're playing with doesn't even want to offer you any money.
He
didn't want to give you $55 million over 4 years.
He took OG's MVP. I mean,
he stole that away.
Yeah, he stole it at the last moment.
But he earned it.
Yeah,
with a 45-point performance, that's the only way that he got it. But it didn't matter.
Yeah, I just remember that race when I think it was Kenny, Charles, and Chris Webber. And Kenny thought he had it because he was like playing and thought because he thought everybody was around him. And then Chris came at the end. That's how Brunson snatched the MVP from OG. But I'm sure OG is fine with it. Listen, OG is like, man, he is my son 100%. Just cool, calm, and collect. I think he's the most important piece out of all the Infinity Stones that have been collected. But, I mean, everybody played their role. And when everybody knows their role and accepts their role and there's no jealousy or envy, that is a hard team to beat. A lot of those Patriot teams was like that. They had Tom Brady, and they didn't have a lot of good players. I mean, Wes Walker, Amendola, those are players that made themselves better. They weren't on the caliber of some of the best players in the positions, but they were always found themselves where they needed to be because they were the true definition of a team, and they would not beat themselves. And this is what this team is. Josh Hart. This is my role. I don't care. If I have to shoot a 3, I'll shoot a 3. If I don't, if I just got to grab boards, I don't care, right? OG, he can care less. And Cat is the biggest one that bought into it, and we criticized it for him. So now everything that Leon Rose has done and saying, hey, I vouch for these guys because I used to be their agent. I vouch for these guys. Because as an agent, when you're an agent of a player, you have these intimate conversations.
Yeah.
Where you really get to know who the person is because they're telling you.
You see them at their worst moments when they're angry about their contract or they're angry about being a second-round pick. And
right. And you
all those things.
And you hear how they receive it and how they don't. If they say, man, forget this player or forget this coach, or if they say, man, I got to be better. I'm just going to grind. Right. So Leon Rose vouching for these players when everybody's like, man, you're going to give up this much money for Jalen Brunson or you're going to trade for OG Anunoby? Like he's okay, but, man, you going to give him that type of money when you say, hey, F them picks for Bridges, right? Even though Bridges didn't play great. And I don't think in the finals at all.
Does anybody care about him today? No.
It don't matter. Like you heard Josh Hart say F them picks on the podium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you win, history is written by the winners. And the Knicks are the winners, so the narratives and everything out there, it's like, and it's very few teams that get an opportunity to tell everybody to collectively put their foot in their mouths. But this Knicks team collectively told everybody to put their foot in their mouth. And once again, the 8th straight different champion.
Yep. Well,
and, we'll get to the future and all that stuff. Right now it's victory lap time, at least until the parade. But right now it's about, celebration. I mean, listen, Kevin Hart was on IG, and he was like, listen, man, Philly, we fans. Like, don't get it twisted. We fans. These New York dudes on a whole nother. You see grown-ass men, 60, 70 years old, weeping.
But this is what I'm going to talk about for a minute.
Weeping.
When you see what happened the other night in the city, and you talk to friends who are Knicks fans and people who are experiencing it in the moment, this is the only team in this town that has that effect on everybody. And we've gone through this quite a bit lately.
Yeah, because the Nets don't count.
But when you watch the other night and you have full streets all over the place, people coming together, celebrities out in the crowd, Jon Stewart's out in the crowd on the West Village watching it on the side of a building, understanding what that meant. The people that took so much of their own money and flew to San Antonio, that the building was still more than 60% full after all the Spurs fans left the other night at the end.
Look, they picking up the newscaster, man. He's like, bro, I'm working. You going to take my IFB out, bro.
But just the moment of that actually happening is what I really want to spend a lot of time talking about today. For the people that have not been able to experience it. For the people that are probably in their, there are the people in their 70s and 60s who remember 1970 and 1973. But then there's a large swath of the fan base that went through the 90s and got so close but was never able to get over the hump. Then there's the large part of the fan base, probably the largest part, that didn't even see the 90s, that has just loved this team from day one and has loved everything about it. What I just saw the other night, and listen, I know there were probably isolated incidents. I didn't see a ton of stuff. I saw a lot of love, man. I saw a lot of love and a lot of unity. And in a time where there has been nothing but divisiveness, especially in our city, there has been a lot of divisiveness. To celebrate, to see people come together like that.
Look at you.
But it's so true.
It's
so true.
That
was the best. That was the best moment. Listen, what is my job here?
Have you ever seen the big polar bear, man, all gushy like this, man?
But what is our job here? What do we do most of the time? We mostly criticize.
Yes.
We mostly criticize.
I don't think people know that we're capable of this. You're letting them know a whole different part of Carlin.
But I don't care about that. It's just enjoying it for those people. The first person I thought of was Ray Santiago.
Oh.
Ray Santiago is the guy who is busting his ass. Like, guys, I don't even know if you would know, like, what kind of hours that guy puts in between working the morning show and working on the Knicks broadcast, and the amount of days he goes with 3 and 4 hours sleep at the most. And I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah.
But Ray ain't making $1 million a year, and he's got a great job working in this industry. Yeah. But this industry, it doesn't pay everybody exceptionally well. And to see that guy get rewarded and enjoy that, to see so many friends who have just lived and died and talked themselves into Ronaldo Balkman and talked themselves into so many average players and missed draft picks and just guys leading, the Scott Ladens and people like that who were leading this organization over the last 25 years since it was last meaningful.
Who's my guy from Detroit?
I don't care.
Scott Perry. No, Scott Perry. No, but okay. I wasn't saying Detroit. I'm trying to give you another name. Damn, Carlin.
I'm sorry. Detroit is going to be a word today that's just going to be a trigger.
I'm just saying Scott Perry. Damn it.
All these guys, you've had to live through all of this. And you see what this turned into this year. And then you get as close as you do last year, and you fire the head coach, and so many people wanted him out. You don't know how that's going to go. Yeah. You don't know how that's going to go. And then you go through what you went through in the first series. Okay. You don't know how that's going to go. This coach completely changed the way they played.
See, I can't wait till we get to our callers because, guys, please call in. We want to hear how you feel. We want to know everything. But Bridges off the hook, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Cat's going to get his extension, or are we still thinking about Giannis?
Everybody's getting their money.
Or, I mean, you can't pay everybody.
I'm not talking about Giannis. Please kiss my ass with Giannis.
No, but what I'm saying is we think. I mean, because we know
there's nothing to talk about.
No, here's the thing. We know that it is no repeat player, is no repeat champions in this league.
Right.
We know that.
I know.
Right. So you may have to do something different. And that's a story for a different day. So, okay.
Here's what I know.
So
I've already got the guy running the show as my best player is already somebody that won a championship.
But he got to get paid.
I understand that. Won 2 championships in college. Not 1, 2. And it's important to him to continue to win and have the chip on his shoulder. And as long as that guy is leading the way, I'm going to feel pretty good about where I'm headed.
But this is the crazy part. In all championships, you got to make these kind of weird tweaks. And we will get to Mitch Robinson. I'm too early with the conversation.
Yeah.
But that's not what I was saying. What I was kind of saying is Cat gets a pass, not soft no more, where we can't talk about that.
That's out.
Like Bridges, F them picks, we got a championship.
Yep.
Okay. Who else was kind of under purgatory? But what I want to hear from all the callers, I never, ever need to hear a negative word about Dolan ever again. Does he get the lifetime pass? That's what I want to know. Everybody you letting off the hook. Because at some point, Leon Rose is going to mess up and people going to be calling for his head the same way we call for Cashman's head. But Dolan is the one who made the decision to get rid of Tom Thibodeau. Dolan is the person that decided to bring in Leon Rose. And that was criticized that they signed the agent the same way that they did out there with the Lakers. Does Dolan get a lifetime pass? And can you guys now, does that create empathy for the guys that do things that don't work out? The owners in this town that do things that don't work out. Because what Dolan did was similar, and he finally kept swinging, and he finally hit on something that won. So you know what I'm getting? Because I'm going right there, and then I'm going back to Florham Park. That guy be making mad moves.
That's
and
Friday.
But he made moves when he brought in Aaron Rodgers. He brought in moves when he brought in Devontae Adams. Does Dolan's success prove that you can strike out and that you will strike out? But just because you strike out doesn't mean that you weren't making a move to try and win, and maybe we can appreciate when owners in this town swing big. Even going so far as what they tried to do in Brooklyn for the couple of years when they tried to bring in Harden and tried to bring in KD and tried to bring in – because what the Knicks represent is probably the most unconventional championship that we've ever seen built. And when I say unconventional, all 5 starters are brought out from other organizations. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think there's ever happened that all 5 starters for a championship team has been traded for or got in free agency. So now, does Dolan get the lifetime he good with me pass?
What's funny about that is
that's not an answer.
Did you not?
I just want to poke the bear. I'm telling you.
Don't poke the bear on a day when they want to celebrate. Just let them celebrate.
Yes.
This is the deal what I talk about when I'm the guy that's driving and you're the guy who's sitting in the passenger seat and grabs the wheel.
But I am talking about like,
let me drive.
But I am talking like how great it is that all these guys get lifetime passes. I just want to extend one from the fan base to Dolan as well.
And I'm about to speak about it. What he said the other night, he got out there, and I thought it was a great thing for him to sit there and say, I'm sorry this took so long. I thought it was great. And in a moment, there was a clip of Radio City where fans all went to watch, and they showed him on the big screen, and everybody immediately, even after winning the championship, immediately started booing. And then in that second, he says, "I'm sorry it took as long as it did," and they all erupted in cheers. It can all be forgiven very quickly. It can all be forgiven very quickly.
Winning is the greatest deodorant.
Now, listen, I
want lifetime partner.
For me, this was all about just the fans, the underrated players. And I have to say, I'm also curious as to how people like Patrick Ewing feel now, because I do think there's
his legacy erased.
No.
He's not the most popular guys no more.
And that's not what I mean. And
okay.
What I mean is, let me drive. What I mean is, yeah, your team won, but you didn't get to do it. Like, how does that feel today? All those kinds of things. There are a lot of emotions. But really, I just want to know, and I know you do too, how people are feeling in all of this. What you felt in the moment of winning a championship.
It's their day.
It's all their day. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. It's Bart and Carlin. I never thought we were going to be here this year. That's for sure.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh, God.
Come on, Carlin. You ain't going to sing it with me? Come on. They won. Come on. Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo. Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo. Why is he saying it like he's like trying to whisper it to someone? Who let the, like?
That was in the middle of the first press conference last week, and it came from something in his past.
Come on,
when
Chris.
he was coaching like junior high.
I know, I get that. Yeah, he said he was coaching. I get that, but Chris, I need some more joy. So let's try this again. I wrote this. We do this song in 2-part harmony. The same way we get into Friday, first I pay. We do that. I'm going to try it again. I need my backup. No. That's not your part.
Oh,
come on, you trying to be Beyonce, you Michelle. Come on, man.
I quit.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who? I don't hear you, Tom. Who let the dogs out? Who? Yeah.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
53 years in the making.
A playoff run that'll go down in history, and a team that will live forever.
The drought is over. The Knicks have their championship.
Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 and over, physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
In the Bronx, heavy traffic on the westbound Cross Bronx Expressway southbound 95 by the Sheridan. Accident blocking the right lane. Harlem River Drive northbound by 135th Street. 2 right lanes are closed with a crash. Manhattan bound Brooklyn Bridge. Broken out car. Left lane is blocked. And the Van Wyck northbound by Linden Boulevard a crash. At least 1 lane is closed. Sunrise Highway westbound by East Patchogue at County Road 101. Accident on the shoulder. And in New Jersey at Flemington, Route 31 southbound closed at Church Street. That's all because of a crash. Hudson River Crossings easing 20 at the GW Bridge upper, lower level 10. Lincoln minor delays Holland Tunnel 10. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Sure, keeping things casual has its time and place, but sometimes simply playing to have fun isn't enough. So when you're looking for a way to up the ante, try these 5 simple words. Play you for an ultra? That always seems to do the trick. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
The New York Knicks, world champions. Finally.
Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
Enjoy it, Knicks fan. Enjoy it, Knicks Nation. Signed, sealed, and delivered your 2026 New York Knicks.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
Join Peter Rosenberg for the ultimate soccer watch party June 19th as the USA takes on Australia. Peter taking over Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey. A special USA-themed food and drink menu, happy hour from 3 to 6:30, and wall-to-wall action on multiple flat-screen TVs outside. Take in the match with fellow fans. Doors open at noon, and advance reservations are recommended. USA Pride. USA versus Australia. Watch party energy. Be there. Brought to you by Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey. 800-919-3776. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. Also chime in over on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, and let's just start in. What did you feel when it happened? What did you feel in that moment? Let's go. We'll start with Albert in Keyport. Albert, what's going on, bud? How are you?
What's up, guys? I can remember you. You're the guy with Rutgers, right?
Yeah.
Started it off, right?
Yeah.
No, it's nice. Persistence and resiliency, right? I'm not being negative. I'm so glad. I've been watching the Knicks since they were on Channel 9 and 11. I'm 75 years old. I played basketball my whole life. Not being negative. But if Brunson didn't play the way he played, they all could have been gone. It wasn't like Rose. Rose just.
Is there any part of you that is enjoying this, as opposed to saying if he didn't do this, they'd be gone?
I'm happy.
You got.
Oh my God,
Albert, you got to
I'm
enjoy
glad,
it, man.
but I'm telling you, he saved everybody's job.
Albert, you suck. Goodbye.
Albert, none of that matters.
Let me be clear about that. You suck. Goodbye. I don't care about that today.
Was that Joe Beningo?
Joe, you should have seen Joe. I saw clips of Joe over the weekend. Joe couldn't have been. Joe basically spent the weekend on a high, literally and figuratively.
I'm saying, like, if the Jets won, like, bro, you 75. You almost didn't see one ever. You 75,
and if Brunson doesn't play that way, they're all gone. God.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk. Drunk. Let's go. Hey, somebody out there that's happy. Let's go to a happy person.
David and Elizabeth.
We are the champions. And they went to me while I was singing. First off, yes, baby, champions. That's first off. Second off, let's get straight into it, fellas. Yo, I ain't going to hold you. I'm so geeked and so hyped right now. Like I told Tom Bauer, I want to use profound language, but I'm not. I'm going to control myself. Yo, I need the Emirates Cup. I need Eastern Conference champions, and I need 2026 World Champion banner. When I go to game one, when the new season starts, I need all three of them there. Then on top of that, you know what else I need there? You know what else I need too?
Yeah.
Not for nothing. And Bart, tomorrow, when I come on here, pause, I'm going to attack you. Not disrespectfully. You said something, and it's going to make beautiful situation when I bring it up tomorrow. But let me finish real quick. Yo, not for nothing, right? Chef and Bart, you guys been saying this the whole playoffs, the whole run. Yo, y'all going to give number 11 his flowers. Y'all going to put respect on his name. And I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you real quick. This championship has so much sentimental value and so, like, it's so colossal because I'm going to tell you why real quick. They came back the whole series. This is like Bane breaking Batman's back. First your soul, then your body. That's exactly what it was. Each win was back-breaking because they came back and smoked your boots. And then he did it in Kobe Bryant, Jordan-esque fashion. Each time you saw that it put Jalen Brunson's name up there, fourth quarter, double digits, 13 points, 15 points, 17 points. That's what people finish games with. He did that within 12 quick minutes. Put respect on the captain's name, man.
I mean,
he brought a championship to the city, man.
He averaged the second most points in fourth quarters in the finals in the history of the
league. And then who's the guy that came on and tried to check me when I said he was probably the best closer that we've seen since Jordan?
I don't even remember who that was.
Remember last week they tried to come at me like, "Oh, bro, I can't believe you said." Like,
well, that guy's an idiot.
He was like, "What about Kobe?" I say, "Man, come on, man. All right, bro." But listen, maybe, just maybe, we should put up the Emirates Cup banner. Maybe we should listen. Maybe, just maybe, we should put up an Emirates Cup banner because it means something.
No, it doesn't.
I believe that when they did that, that was the first indication that we got the Spurs number.
I think that's true. I definitely think that's true.
So in this instant, I think when you win everything that year, you put them all together.
No, here's what you do.
Because it tells the story.
Here's what you do. You put up the championship banner on opening night. And then
I want the Emirates Cup.
When you watch them end up getting the Spurs on Christmas Day at 3:30, that's when you put up the Emirates Cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing that straight to troll the Spurs.
That's absolutely what you do.
Because you might see him again next year.
How about Merv in Winfield? Merv, what do you got, bud? How you doing?
Oh, dude. Who let the dogs out? Let's go, baby.
You know what I'm saying? I got that energy for you all show. I got that energy for anybody that want to say who got the dub.
Yes, sir. Yo, man, like, that was amazing. We went out to Pier 17, me and my wife and my daughter, had a great time there, was stuck in New York the whole night because everything was shut down, went to Times Square, checked out the buses burning.
So where did you watch the game?
How the hell you said Pier 17?
Hang on a second. Back up a second. Where did you watch the game?
Pier 17.
You watched the game at Pier 17
at a watch party.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really cool.
What'd you do? Ride a city bike to Times Square? You walked all the way to Times Square from Pier 17?
We took an Uber. It took an hour to get there, and then everything was shut down. So he finally he was like, I can't go nowhere. So we just got out and walked all around, and it was wild. And it was like euphoric chaos. Like, dudes were going crazy. Everyone's going crazy, but they didn't wreck, people's businesses and stuff. It was respectful.
Just burnt a couple buses.
Yeah, and the cops were actually really cool for the most part. They just did their job. They hung out, let people do what they had to do until they got real stupid. But
was there ever a moment you were concerned about your safety?
No,
okay.
Never.
Good.
Never.
Good.
So, but now with the Knicks, like with Brunson and them, like the performance he did when he made old boy Wemby almost fall down when he broke him, and then Wemby was behind him trying to stay with him. That was like, besides the OG, that was my favorite part. Just watching his tall, lanky self not be able to stay with him and complaining. And
they choked. Merv, put it up. They choked. The Spurs choked up by with 2 minutes to go in every game. Double-digit lead in every game.
Listen,
they choked.
They had no idea how to win those games, and the Knicks did. Yeah. And listen, good for them. They'll learn from it down the line.
Maybe.
I think they probably will.
Do they panic, or like next year, somebody else gonna have a super team over there?
Listen,
we may not see Wemby in the finals for the next.
What I know is, I think the number one thing you can always take from your own team is that when you can take something out of heartbreak and turn it into and learn from it and turn it into joy, as they did in this, I've never seen a team do that consistently over a playoff run, the way it's structured in the NBA, the way the Knicks did.
Life's about moments, and life is about timing. Was the Knicks the best team, or even at any point were the Knicks the best team during the year? Don't matter. They start clicking at the right time. And the right time when they start clicking is down 2-1 to Atlanta. It took that late. We've seen the 2012 Baltimore Ravens go on a run. We've seen the Giants and Eli, the Road Warriors, go on a run. It's misinformation. It's fake news to think that the best team wins the championship. It's about the team that's playing the best when it matters the most. And whether you think this team is the greatest team ever, they get to put themselves in the conversation. Because some of the best teams that I've ever been on are teams that had heartbreak and disappointment. But this team came together and got hot at the right time. And for that, they're immortalized.
And it's also, like, it's funny. Even though they had the second highest payroll.
Yeah.
You don't look
mention it.
But you don't look at them and think. Yeah. You don't ever look at them and think that they were the favorites. It's so rare that New York gets to play the role of underdog. But
and still had a high payroll.
It's not even just that. Like, nobody even considers that when they talk about the Knicks.
Because they don't believe it.
Because you look at the roster and the way it's constructed, and that's the kind of team that's going to connect with this town.
But look at I differ, right? This is the type of team that comes with this town. But if they didn't lose, we're talking about those picks.
Yes.
If they lose, we're talking about why would we give Karl Anthony Towns $61 million.
That's why this will always be an immortal team. There are a few different reasons. It's not just because they ended a 53-year drought. It's because they were constructed the way they were.
But it's also a team that's one of the highest paid teams, right? So it's not like a team that was like, oh, man, like I can't even think of a team that won that had a low payroll, right? Maybe the Raptors, Kawhi was the only high-paid guy. Van Fleet hadn't been paid.
I'd have to go back and look what the payroll was last year for the Thunder, but I'm sure it wasn't outrageous.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
It was still a pretty young team.
With the payroll, when you look at the payroll, the Knicks are expected to win. But when you look at the names on the back of the jerseys, you're just like, man, this is a good team, but this ain't a team that should beat this team or that team or that team. So, like, they were able to ride with we're just some blue-collar guys, but they got a high roller type of price tag on them, but nobody cares right now.
I'm thinking a lot, and I really want to hear as many of these kind of things as we can. Who were you with? Who did you think of in your life? Not you, the fans.
I was trying to think.
the Knicks fans.
Yeah.
Like, or you, when your teams won championships, like, where did you take the most meaning out of it? Because we're going to hear from a Knicks fan next who I thought had a pretty good story this morning, at least. And we'll explain in moments. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The 2026 New York Knicks. Basketball immortality.
It's happening, Knicks fans! It's happening! It's been 53 years!
It's over! It's over! Knicks fans, this is not a dream! Your long, long wait has ended! Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
Hey, Yankees fans. Join us at Yankee Stadium on Friday, July 3rd for a very special night. Fireworks Night, presented by Baby Ruth. Bring your family and friends as the Yankees take on the Twins, and stay after the game for a spectacular post-game fireworks show celebrating the 250th birthday of America. Get your tickets now at Yankees.com/tickets. Don't miss the Yankees and Twins Fireworks Night, Friday, July 3rd, presented by Baby Ruth. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Kansas is offering 10% off qualifying Pella projects and 50% off qualifying Pella installations. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2026.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. It's a fruity candy flavor explosion, and I mean explosion. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, a zero sugar treat that's sweet tooth approved. These can take care of my candy cravings and provides a tasty caffeine kick without all the sugar. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Get candy flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
The New York Knicks, world champions. Finally.
Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
Enjoy it, Knicks fan. Enjoy it, Knicks Nation. Signed, sealed, and delivered, your 2026 New York Knicks.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
It's your day. It's your week. It's your summer.
It's a Nick Boy summer. Instead of a hot boy summer, it's a Nick Boy summer.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Speaking of the summer, the Beach Bash is back. That's Thursday, July 2nd, Bar A, Lake Como, New Jersey. Head down to the Jersey Shore, join the Michael K. Show, and Don Hahn and Rosenberg starting at 1 p.m. live, and an appearance by DiPietro and Rothenberg, Bart, myself, and more. We're going to have plenty of giveaways for fans in attendance, a soccer watch party, and the chance to test your skills by taking on Rick DiPietro, who will be in net. Plus, music from Surfing for Daisy, who will be playing an hour before and after the shows. It's all brought to you by Spike Dade, Boost Mobile, Miller Lite, Fanatics Vest NYC, and the New Jersey Lottery. Must be at least 21 years of age to enter. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. By the way, great job by Rick and Dave working yesterday morning from 6 to 9, Sunday morning after the Knicks win a championship. Yeah, overnight you had Dan Grassa right after the postgame, go right into Jake Asman, who is at a buddy's wedding in Boston and does 2 to 6 live from a hotel conference room as a Knick fan. Had to be on the air. And then you had Ty yesterday from 9 to 1. Like, it was all live after the fact to give everybody a chance. But Rick and Dave, great job working on a Sunday yesterday. That was an awesome job by them.
Yeah, man. Listen, and then to come in today. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was I see them on a Monday as a holiday.
Now, they will make up for those days off.
We'll see them for the rest of the month.
But at the same time, they did a great job.
That's us trying to make sure that we take care of the moment for the people.
Here's Bryce. Well, you and I didn't do anything. Bryce in Amityville. Bryce, what's going on? Bryce.
Hey, what's up, fellas? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. You can hear me?
Yes.
What's up, fellas? I mean, listen, I was elated. Once that clock hit 000, it just felt like a dream all over again, man. It's just one of the best feelings ever. But question. But
what was it that you felt? Was it? Let me ask you this, Bryce. Was it pure elation and happiness, or was it relief? What was it?
Oh, I guess more relief, yes. Just because obviously, like everyone else, people used to clown me for being a Knicks fan, or the Knicks never going to do nothing. And then when it just came, it's like, woof, nobody can ever say that again to me.
You know, that is something.
Yeah.
When you have endured,
Fans,
I know, like in Tyler's call, he said it made it all worth it. And I can see that for some people. When you endure all that pain and the abuse from your friends when your team doesn't win, and then you finally get through and they have to all shut up, and it's just yours to enjoy, that's got to be amazing.
You got something else, Bryce?
Feeling. Yeah, Mr. Bart.
Yeah.
Does this now make Jalen Brunson a superstar? He has done everything. He has to be considered a super. You tell him he's a star. This guy got the Finals MVP, 45 and a closeout on the road.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Tell me this, Bryce. Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls. He's gonna go in the Hall of Fame. He has 2 MVPs from the Super Bowl. Did they put him in the Hall of Fame the first 2 years?
No, but Brunson's a little bit better player than Eli was.
But what does Eli's resume say?
Let's not ruin it.
I'm not ruining it, but like, you know, it's kind of like I gotcha, Bart. But no, I mean, Braylon's the man. He's Captain Clutch. I gave him Captain Clutch.
Brunson's going to be in the Hall of Fame. First of all, the Basketball Hall of Fame is.
Yeah, he's going to be there. He's going to be there because he won 2 in Villanova.
To get into there as opposed to the NFL or Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
but that aside.
Yeah. I mean, like Ginobili's in
Brunson's
in the Hall of Fame.
An all-time player in this town. Remember one thing about Brunson, okay? We had a caller earlier say this. Brunson saved the organization. Really, when you look at it, it was 50-some years. I mean, the Giants had a couple before Eli came around in somewhat recent memory. You know, like 25 years earlier, the Giants had a couple of them between.
They won what, in the 80s?
They won it in 86 and 90. So 25 years, 26 years earlier.
25 years.
Yeah, but still.
25.
Wasn't 50. Wasn't 53.
First of all, I told you 1,000 times. When it's 50, you got to say 50.
Well, wasn't 50.
50. Damn.
Well, it wasn't that.
That's almost most people's lifespan. 50.
And they're asking the question on First Take today, and I don't think it's a question anymore. I mean, Brunson's the greatest free agent signing in the history of the league.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you want to talk, LeBron and all those guys were already.
Killer Kawhi.
Again, he had already won one somewhere else. He was already an amazing champion.
So you hold that against him?
No, I'm saying Kawhi was a superstar player already when they signed him. What Brunson has become in everything, in the value in all of it, and developed into this level of player.
Greatest free agent signing of all time.
In the history of the league, absolutely he is.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal.
I think they were trades. They weren't like Shaq was a sign and trade, but it's not even that. Shaq was the best player in the league when it happened. Brunson wasn't that when he came here. Brunson was getting roasted. The Knicks were getting roasted for making Brunson their priority. When you factor all of that in, yes, absolutely.
Greatest free agent.
Again, it doesn't have to do with who the
I'm trying to figure out
to do with who the player was before they got here and what they turned into.
What about SGA?
That was a trade. It was a trade.
Trade free agent
No,
signing.
it's no. This is a little different.
SGA was a Clipper.
Yep.
And nobody knew who he was.
This is true.
They wouldn't have gave him away if they knew what he was. Damn sure not for Paul George.
No, they would not have. They absolutely would
they
not
want him back. We sorry. We messed up.
Rod, sit tight, Rod. We'll get to you in a few minutes. 800-919-3776. I just looked at the clock and realized what time it was. It's all about you today. Trust me.
We can't blow through the red light today?
No.
Huh, Ray?
Too many people have things to say, and I promise you will all get to say them on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
Clear some space in the rafters at MSG. A new banner is coming to the Garden.
Tonight, we play like we wanted to go home champions. To finish the game, not to start the game. To finish the game, it means the world to me to go in that court with those guys. Whatever environment we're in, home or away, doesn't matter for us.
To have the fans that we have in New York City and be able to bring home a championship after all these years is absolutely amazing.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. So if you're looking to get in on the biggest tournament in the world, now is your time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people, or dogs, are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch. I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Sure, keeping things casual has its time and place. But sometimes simply playing to have fun isn't enough. So when you're looking for a way to up the ante, try these 5 simple words. Play you for an ultra? That always seems to do the trick. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. At 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is Bart and Carlin.
It's happening, Knicks fans. It's been 53 years. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
16-3, beat their opponents by the most in NBA history in point differential, and in this series led half the time, won half the quarters, and they win the series in 5 because they got it done when it mattered the most, and now you are champions of the NBA.
When I see Brunson hug his father, what that brought me back to, when he got to these moments, he just thought about all the work he had put in. There's only few people that have that. When the moment gets tight, give it to me, I won't panic. And Brunson's that guy.
This is Bart and Carlin.
No lead is too big and no guard is too small.
On 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
I thought that was Tyler's best line. No lead is too big and no guard is too small. That's an awesome line when you're winning a championship. That was fantastic.
Think he wrote that, had it in the pocket?
Oh, absolutely he did, but that's okay.
Hot fire.
You have to think about that stuff. When you are about, do you know how much pressure is on that guy? You know how much pressure is on Mike Breen to deliver what has to be something that is remembered for a lifetime by that fan base?
Yeah.
What that is, like, that's incredible pressure to not screw that up. I mean, so many broadcasters will say they don't want to think about it in advance, and I'm sure they don't. And some of them don't, or some of them don't write it out or whatever.
Like Pandemonium and Piscata.
I absolutely thought about what that was going to be. That was pre-planned. I'm not lying.
It went off the top?
No, absolutely not. Because you don't want to screw it up for that fan base and what it's going to mean. And that's obviously a lot different. But for Tyler, I thought that was a brilliant way to put it the other night. Brilliant. And for Breen, so I read a little bit about how Breen came up with the go ahead and cry when he said it the other night.
Yeah.
He said it was just from talking to Knicks fans over the last 3 years that every one of them, one of their first reaction whenever that thought came up about what's it going to be like if you finally do break through and win a championship, because they all said the same thing. I'm probably going to cry.
Huh.
I'm probably going to cry. And I could imagine what that felt like and why Breen would use that in the moment. And here's the other thing, too. There's a great little tidbit in there about Breen being the national broadcaster, but also the broadcaster for the Knicks and where his roots are growing up as a Knicks fan. And Joe Buck had to do the same thing with the Cardinals. He did the Cardinal games. Grew up with the Cardinals with his father, obviously, and in 2011, the Cardinals won the World Series. And, like, you have to be this national guy who is not too favoriting toward that team.
Trying not to smile when they won.
But when they won the championship, Joe Buck said, like, his greatest regret was that I didn't lean into the champions enough. And I thought Mike did that. And he kind of shared that with Mike a little bit, which is pretty cool.
That is, man. Like, but nobody would ever, accuse Breen of not being straight down the middle.
Oh,
in his
never.
tones and the way he said it, man, because he's the best of the best.
He absolutely
I feel like, in my opinion, Breen and, like, when I look at, like, people that do their job at such a high level, I would say Breen is one of my favorite, and Mike Tirico.
Yeah, I can probably put about 5 or 6 guys from all sports on that level.
The way that Mike Tirico just goes
he's
from
brilliant.
different sports.
He's brilliant. And Mike's become a great play-by-play guy, but he's an even better host.
Yeah.
Ian Eagle is on that level.
Yeah.
There are 5 or 6 guys across the board that are on that level.
Yeah.
And I thought Breen was absolutely brilliant the other night.
Did we? But like when Wemby came down and shot the 3, instead of saying bang, he should say don't.
Why doesn't he just throw it? Eat it, Wemby.
Let it rain. He should let his big fandom come out. Let it rain.
Listen, I know nobody really cares about him today, but Wemby, I mean, what a gutless performance down the stretch. Listen, he did not play well offensively in the finals.
But he was gassed. Every time they took him off the floor, they had to bring him back in because the team was just losing.
That's part of it. But what was the Wemby go-to offensive move that I missed this week, other than shooting a 3? There was not any of that.
Jacked up.
There was not any of that. There was not any kind of move that Wemby had. Like, Wemby has got to spend the offseason with Hakeem Olajuwon. And Tim Duncan.
Thing is, he did.
He's going to have to do it again.
Yeah,
because he's not there. And then you walk off. You don't shake hands. You just go walk. One player, and the coach from the Spurs, and the player was Cornette. Shook hands.
Right,
and Cornette played for the Knicks.
That's because you know him.
Exactly. The rest of them all walk off. So losers.
Yeah,
what gutless move by the Spurs.
See, I don't expect. See, that lets you know that attitude reflects leadership. Why the hell did Fox do that? Fox is a pro. He's been around long enough. He's supposed to say, "No, we don't do that."
That's the whole reason Fox is on the team.
You supposed
you want to be saddled with that contract the next 4 years?
But that's what I'm saying. But Fox needs to should have
$200 million for that mess.
But Fox should have been telling them like, "Hey, bro, you don't want that Isaiah stain on your record, brother. Like Isaiah still has to carry that scarlet letter, and like now Wemby's going to have to carry that scarlet letter as a big." Loser.
I do like the fact that Wemby is unlikable because I like having a superstar who's not likable and being a villain in the league. I think that's good for the league.
Is Jokic likable?
More likable than Wemby.
I think everybody
like if Jokic was a little more Ivan Drago.
See you never.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was an infantile thing. But like Jokic is a little bit more like Drago after the fight. Not before. You know what I mean?
If you do something wrong, I don't care. I'm going back to my hearses.
Derek in Hillside is up on ESPN New York. How you feeling, man?
I'm all right, y'all. Other than you calling me an idiot earlier, I'm all right, though.
What did I call you an idiot for?
But because Bart was talking about me calling him last week, talking about the Kobe thing, but I wasn't even really being.
I didn't remember that was you.
You know what I mean?
Wait. He didn't know. Listen, that was a stray. He didn't even know he was talking about you, man.
Exactly. I forgot it was you.
It's all love. It's still all love. I love y'all, though, man. But look, man, I'm excited, man. The Knicks won it. I just was telling Tom when he won it, he was the second person I thought of, man. First person was my mom. She's a long Knicks fan, man. And Tom, I'm just happy for everybody that's in New York, all the New Yorkers. I had a whole song planned out, but I ain't about to do that now. But I'm just happy for New York. I'm ready for the parade. I can't wait to get out there, man.
Hey, D, you know what's crazy? Like, I ain't even trying to be like funny, but this might be the shirts that the Knicks had on and the drip that I see. This might be the best drip I've ever seen for a champion. Like the drip is off the chain.
As expected.
Yeah, but no, I didn't expect it. It's surprising to me. Like, did you go out and try and get that drip? I know people.
I say that. I say that because you think about it, New York has a lot of influence on the culture, whether it be fashion or hip hop culture. So I expected them to come out like that.
Yeah, I did, man. I might have to go buy some drip. I normally don't buy drip. You know what I'm saying? But those shirts, like the shirts, they championship shirts with the stones on it.
Yeah.
That's fire, son.
I saw a shirt online over the weekend that I liked a lot.
Did Tom just say that to me?
What did he say? I don't know what he said.
They sold out. What the hell you think you're talking to, Tom?
I'm just saying, I tried to buy one and it was sold out.
You tried to buy one, Tom.
You're not Bart Scott, Tom.
Come on, you're so disrespectful,
Hashtag
Tom.
Relatable.
If we learned anything about Bart, he'll go buy a women's T-shirt if he has to.
Damn straight. I'm about a B cup.
I saw a T-shirt over the weekend. No, you're not. I am. You're not. A T-shirt over the weekend that was just a kind of a picture that was phased in. I don't know how to describe it, kind of frayed on the outside of the OG tip back. That was a cool shot.
Oh, is it like phased out and then only his hand is there hitting the ball?
It wasn't only his hand, but like it was only his body. Like that sounds like a good shot.
Right now, if you the T-shirt, man, people would pretty much buy anything. I might need to print some stuff before the parade. You got the official joints, but you need to get these off-brand ones, you know what I'm saying, because it's going to be a little bit more affordable.
So the guy I referenced earlier, as far as the guy that had that moment.
Yeah, who's this loser?
It was Tom.
Oh.
Tom. Because Tom, before the show,
he cried.
Was telling me, well, he didn't cry. At least I don't know that he did or didn't.
Tom, did you cry when they won?
Did you cry, Tom?
Tears almost happened.
Almost.
When they won. I was very close.
Almost means yes.
Well, here's how it went down. I watched the game with my mom, as I had throughout the entire run.
Now, your mom is a huge Knicks fan.
She is. She grew up watching the Knicks like she was very little when they won it back in the 70s. She was a huge fan of them in the 90s. She was gutted that they couldn't win it with Patrick and them in the 90s. And I got to share the moment with her. And it was just absolutely incredible. I couldn't move throughout the entire game in the fourth quarter because I'm like, I got to be locked in. They got to win. Like, it's a superstition thing. And then when they won the title, like, I jumped off the couch. I went to go give her a hug. We just celebrated for a while after that. And I'm so, so happy that I got to share the moment with her because it meant a lot more to her probably than it ever will to me. And I'm happy she got to see them win and remember the moment.
Just think, Tom, the next time they win a championship, how old are you?
I am 26.
26, so the next time they win a championship, you'll be
79.
79.
Yeah, will I make it 79?
You'll be like the caller that called in. And be mad as hell.
Yeah, no, I hope to not be that grumpy by the time I get to 79.
That's all right, Tom. I'll be dead. It'll be me and Raymond, long dead. But
no,
I think that's
Ray would be like Al Sharpton, skinny as hell with a big bobble.
No,
head.
I don't mean Ray Santiago. I mean like your Uncle Raymond.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Raymond dead as hell.
Exactly right. But that's what I really think of the other night is Tom getting to have that moment there.
Yeah.
With his mom. I've known other people, and I've been one of them, that, like, if you get the chance to celebrate what is a championship, it's almost relief.
Yeah.
It's almost like we've blown it so many times, we're not actually going to blow it this time.
Yeah, people been clowning the Knicks and Knicks fans for a long time. The Mecca what? When the last time y'all won? Blah, blah, blah. Like, Knicks got to carry that every year, man. Can you imagine Spike Lee? Like, bro, like, people looking at him walking around Knicks are like, why you got that crap on? You know what I mean? Like, that's tough. You know what I mean? To walk around and be like.
Spike basically had his own parade already through Fort Greene. He did. Yesterday. Like, they were basically hailing to him in the streets. But it's awesome.
Could you imagine being that fan base? Like, next, you're trying to think, like, I mean, I think not tortured, but always coming up short is like the Buffalo Bills fans. Like, I'm trying to figure out if we had to rank, like, the loneliest fan bases. Cleveland, the Lions.
Buffalo's up there with as close as they came.
Buffalo. I'm trying to think from a basketball standpoint, like, who? I mean, the Washington Wizards.
You talk about teams that have never done it or the teams that just haven't done it? I mean, the Jets are obviously right there.
Yeah, Jets are right there. Jet fans. Like, people, like, see, but I feel like the Knicks, the last 3 years since Brunson came, wasn't a joke anymore.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
You can say that, hey, they haven't won since 70 or whatever, but they weren't a joke. They weren't laughable. Like the Jets fans, they still get into that, like, they're the butt of everybody's joke. If you want to make somebody laugh, you want to land a joke, you bring up the Jets. You bring up Cleveland, right? And I think, the Knicks fans now can be with pride because, like, Philly be on them, like, oh, y'all never win nothing there. You know what I mean? Because Philly's been winning, like, not basketball. But you look at Boston, Boston been able to – could you imagine? I'm thinking as a Knicks fan, who do you hate the most that you want there for your ring ceremony?
What do you mean? What other team?
What team
on opening night?
Yeah, what team you want scheduled?
Yeah,
for your ring ceremony. Like if you got to put a request in,
the 1995 Indiana Pacers.
Right, but just take this: do you want the Pacers, or do you you hate the Pacers because they're annoying? But the people that get under your skin the most is probably the Celtics, right? Do you want the Celtics at your stuff, or do you want the
There
Pacers?
was a point where it would have been the Miami Heat too.
Yeah,
there was definitely that.
So
point.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know.
If you're a Knicks fan, maybe the next person maybe we can ask that, because that's the thing too, right? Because like it feels like Boston been throwing it in your face. The Heat got LeBron and took LeBron from you. Instead of coming, you thought you was gonna get LeBron. He go to the Heat and he go deliver for them, but you hate them because of the whole Pat Riley thing.
A couple of the comments coming in on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Number one, MB516. So, Tom, your mother watched Game 2 of the finals by herself?
Well, being that she was on vacation during Game 2, yes. However,
and that you were at the Yankee game.
Yes.
Right.
However,
Yeah,
I will tell the rest of that story. So I was watching the game in the parking lot getting back from the Yankees because I had to watch the Knicks finish out Game 2. She was on vacation watching it.
I mean, you didn't have to watch him to the point where you blew off the Yankee game.
Any rate, immediately following the end of the game, we both were on the phone call for like 15 minutes just talking about the game and how glorious it was for the Knicks to come back and how much of a you-know-what Wemby was. It was beautiful.
All right.
Good talk.
Orange and Blue Skies got his shirt over on Fanatics. Already got locked in on that. Boy, they are cleaning up today. They are cleaning up the last couple of days.
Because if you go into the parade, how many do you think we can anticipate? Would this be the biggest parade out of any New York team?
Look at what we saw the other night. You don't see those crowds when the Yankees, when the Giants, when any of these other teams go win championships in this city. You don't see it.
Well,
no.
For the Giants, it's cold as hell outside.
Doesn't matter.
It's cold as hell outside. Like you're gonna get extra 10% because people are like, oh, it's greater than
All right,
city.
that's fine. But people weren't in the streets when the Giants beat the Patriots and ended 18-0. Or ended undefeated season. They weren't in the streets.
They won't frostbite.
This is
so. What you're trying to tell me? We're gonna see about 3 million.
This will be the biggest parade ever.
3 million.
This will be the biggest parade ever. And listen, it didn't stop them from coming out for the parade for the Giants. They came out for the parade for the Giants, and there were, I forget what the estimates there were, but I was on the linebackers float on the 07 team, and that was as far as the eye could see down every block. And it was nuts. And people are just trying to get a glimpse. I can't imagine what this is going to look like. Are you going to be shocked if there's 3 million people in Lower Manhattan on Thursday? I'm not.
Nah, I wouldn't. Where's the thing of champions? Because of course I didn't.
Canyon of Heroes.
Where's that at?
It's down. It starts down at Battery Park.
Okay.
And it comes.
Oh, that's all. So that's West Side, right? That's East.
Yeah, and it comes all the way up to City Hall.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
You better get ready because we might be there.
What?
I think we're going to be there.
What happened?
You get ready for that.
Say what?
Wear your Pistons jersey.
Huh? Oh, I will. Because we know about championships in Detroit.
Please don't. Elliot in Connecticut.
Oh, he at the view. He right across the street. Let's get Jalen Brunson to come across the street and show us some love, baby. He right there, baby. You want me to go get him?
Yeah,
You want me to go get him?
He was down the hall from Get Up and didn't go on Get Up.
You want me to go
With
get him?
Allen sitting there.
You want me to go get him?
No.
I
think we're good.
Kidnap his ass.
They got him to do the view?
Yeah.
They had the whole starting five on Good Morning America.
Yeah. No, they sitting in the front row. That's funny. They got him up. That's funny. Coach Eddie. That's right. I've been whoopee, Coach Eddie.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the rest of the crew is sitting in the front.
All right. Elliot in Connecticut is on ESPN New York. Elliot, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Elliot. How many times you get that?
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Good. How many
I
times
would
you
if
get
Bart
that?
would shut up. I could hear you. Yeah.
I was doing my ET impression.
Yeah. Go ahead, Elliot.
Exactly. I get that a lot. Yeah, I went to, after Game 2, I bought tickets for Game 5. I was actually happy that
You went to San Antonio.
With Game 3. Yeah. Went to San Antonio.
Who'd you go with?
Took the kids.
You took your kids. Okay.
My son and my daughter.
See, that's
son
smart.
And my daughter.
That's
actually,
smart.
I don't know if you ever. I actually worked on a book with Walt Clyde Frazier, and there's like an ad on MSG that runs with me and the kids. showing off the book. But anyways, they're like bigger fans than I am. And my son like cried for like 10 minutes afterwards. I started to tear up a little bit, but he was just bawling.
How old's your kid?
And my daughter, he's 9, and my daughter's 11, and she's an amazing basketball player. Like literally studies her. I actually did coach her for one rec championship game, but one rec championship. But
did you start her? Did you start her because she's your daughter, or because she's good? No, I'm just playing.
She's one of the best players on her team. So with rec, she was the best player.
Tell me this: Are you jealous? Are you jealous that your kids got to see a championship? You had to wait so damn long. Like they get to have like all this fun stuff, and they during an era of the Knicks that's winning and playing well, and you had to go through like the Eddie Curry type of years.
No, not at all. I'm so happy for them. I was worried that they were going to go through the same misery as I go through. I'm a Jets fan and a Mets fan also.
Oh, so you didn't want to put them through it. And you've already got enough guilt for having made them those kind of fans.
He's trying to find them another team. Like, hey, man.
Those are the fans that I felt the best for, because I have a lot of those kind of fans in my life. Jet fan, Met fan, Knick fan. The amount of pain that they have been through.
It's like a year-long torture.
The Joe Beningos of the world.
Yeah.
Those are the people that I felt the best for. Absolutely. Rod in the truck is next on ESPN New York. Rod, what's going on? How are you?
Turn your radio down, see?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
What's going on, guys?
Have at it, bud. What do you got?
So basically, in 99, I was 13 years old. A lot has happened since then. I got 4 kids, got married, got a dog, and it was the best thing ever, man, to witness this with my 17-year-old, my 10-year-old. Yes, I shed a tear because of all the pain and all the years of almost there, struggling, and, we finally did it.
Who was the first adversary? Who's the first adversary you thought about? Who's the first adversary you thought about calling? Because you got those friends that are Philly fans, Boston fans that's been giving it to you. Who's the first person you call? Like, yeah, like I said.
Actually, I'm a very humble Knicks fan.
Well, you kind of have to be.
I'm just happy for my team.
Yeah, listen, I get it. I get it. Like, I never thought about I would never think about, I'm going to call these guys and stick it to them right away.
But a lot of times when you have a group of friends and they're not fans of the team, they kind of like sitting there and they're egging you on, they're bothering you, and they saying all kind of stuff, and you want to sit there like, first thing you want to say, like, you can tell that they're there watching the game, but you can tell they're not really happy for you because they much rather like the disappointed you than the happy you that gets.
They want to keep you in your place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, when things like that happen, and especially when they're around, you want to let their ass know.
800-919-3776. What was it like in the moment for you? That's what I want to know about today. What did you do to celebrate, but what was it like in that moment for you? And also, especially the people who were out there in the streets. I haven't heard from a lot of them. I'd love to hear from some of them.
Were they playing like Lionel Richie?
Which one?
The beat of the night. I like Knick fans just skipping up the hallway.
Oh, look who's on the phone.
Who that?
It's D in Queens.
What up?
Oh, hi, D.
Happy for Patrick. What the hell he
Yeah,
went?
what's up, fellas?
What up?
Hi, D.
Hello?
What up?
You're here.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yo, listen. Bart, you sound like such a Detroit fan trying to stir up trouble all morning. Like, people not picking up that you keep trying to stir up trouble, bro.
How am I stirring up trouble? I ain't stirring up. No. D, you want to stir up trouble. I'm happy for everybody.
No, James Dolan, no. He's the reason this is taking so long. Stop it.
But it don't matter. You got to give him a pass, man. James Dolan
D, I don't care about any of that stuff. No. I want to hear D give it to the Knicks fans. Go ahead.
Thank you. Congrats to the Knicks. The biggest thing I saw is when I saw Jalen Brunson with Patrick Ewing, and they were together. And it's like Jalen grew up probably loving Patrick Ewing. Same thing with Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like a mobile big man who could shoot. And they said they did it for him. Because you might not have been in New York. The way Patrick Ewing was treated specifically by the Knicks all this time, up until maybe like a year or two ago, has been awful. Awful.
It hasn't been
so
awful.
Seeing him getting some flowers.
It hasn't been awful.
Awful. No, yes, it was. No, we're not going to sugarcoat this.
He never came
We're
back.
not going to sugarcoat this.
He was coaching.
I don't. He hasn't been treated poorly. Like, he was an assistant coach for a long time. Is treated poorly not being the head coach? Like, I don't even. I wanted to hear from D, and then I didn't.
Yeah, he was with the Magic. You could tell D talking about, I'm trying to like stir up stuff.
D is trying to stir it up.
D got a little bit of hate up in him. You know what I'm saying? D was hating.
Yeah, I got a little extra weight. D's got a little hate.
Yeah, a
same
little
thing.
hate. Buck nasty.
New York, you need to hear this summer. All lines lead to Champ Sports Fan Central Station. It is a soccer pop-up shop open right in the heart of the city, 125 West 33rd Street. It is the soccer destination in New York. Jerseys for every national team you ride with. USA, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and way more under one roof. And now, Fan Central Station just got even bigger. The Knicks are champions, and Champs has brought Knicks gear into the space as well, turning it into the ultimate soccer and Knicks destination, just steps away from the Garden. If you want to gear up, rep your country, rep your city, feel the energy of New York, Champs Sports Fan Central Station, 125 West 33rd. That is where you need to be. We're going to hear more from the Knicks coming up. We haven't heard nearly enough in just moments. And more importantly, we're going to hear more from you at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN.
The 2026 New York Knicks. Basketball immortality.
It's happening, Knicks fans! It's happening! It's been 53 years!
It's over! It's over! Knicks fans, this is not a dream! Your long, long wait has ended! Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
53 years in the making.
A playoff run that'll go down in history, and a team that will live forever.
The drought is over. The Knicks have their championship.
Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
Oh, man, these guys, I'm mad. These dudes going to own the city for the rest of their life. It just reminds me of my shortcomings and what could have been. Damn.
Thanks, Shotty.
Thanks, Shotty.
Bart Carlin.
Son of a biscuit.
ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776. We right now, though, have a special Knicks edition, as we've been doing throughout the postseason, of Audio Files.
The Audio File.
Tom Bauer is here. Tom, please. I know you're emotional. See if you can collect it and get it together and have yourself a good segment.
It's a euphoric high that I've had since Saturday, and we're going to take that right into this version of Audio Files. And we're going to start off with the Finals MVP, the captain, the future Hall of Famer, and New York Immortal, Jalen Brunson. How's it feel to win the championship?
We're just going to describe it, but I'll say I put a lot of time and effort into trying to be the best player I can be to try and help a team win. Just really thankful I have the organization, the coaching staff, my teammates to have my back every single day. I think that means the most to me.
And Jalen, coming into your tenure with the Knicks, a lot of people might not have labeled you that 1A guy. Well, how about now?
Now that you're NBA champion, what's your message for people saying that you're not a 1A guy?
I didn't respond to them then. I'm damn sure not going to respond to them now.
See, I love that. And he can say whatever he wants, but he's not going to say anything. He let his actions speak.
Yeah, listen, he can pound his chest. This is not who he is. And like I said, like when you look at, he'll be a Hall of Famer. Like that just comes with winning the championship, especially in New York. You know, we talked about what the significance would have been if Aaron Rodgers would have won the championship. But it's okay for people to still say, okay, you won. Like, but we don't think that you're of this superstar's caliber. Who cares? Like, there's a lot of guys that won championships that were a lot worse than Charles Barkley. That was a lot worse than Patrick Ewing. It doesn't matter. Like at some point, you got to be comfortable with who you are.
Listen, I know that there were extenuating circumstances around different guys, but this is where guys like LeBron, guys like Durant missed out, is that if you do it here with that team and you end that kind of a drought,
it's different.
It means a whole lot more than winning one with Golden State. Now, the fact that LeBron did it with Cleveland,
yes,
that's different. It was his hometown. It meant something.
But it's equivalent, too.
Yes.
Like Cleveland, winning one in Cleveland, winning one. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, who hasn't won.
Because the circumstances of the town and the organization.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Jalen Brunson's etched his name in stone, and he'll be elevated higher than maybe he would have been if he would have won one in Dallas.
There were plenty of guys who had the opportunity to win one here and chose not to try to do that and chose to go somewhere else.
Don't worry. I'm sure when Mitchell Robinson's not brought back because they can't afford him, he's going to get a big bag somewhere. Talk about a crucial rebound. Like, that's what shows Wemby's just too little. He just pinned Wemby ass down where he couldn't even run. Yeah. He put them big ass shoulders on him and got the rebound. You know, but then you look at the fact that, you know, LeBron will probably try and come here next year.
Unless somebody is just remarkably overpaying Robinson and
they are
Shamet, maybe
just to take him away.
Yeah, maybe. But, like, there was a story from Tim Bontemps a couple of weeks ago that, they were probably going to be able to get a deal done to keep them both here for 2 more years.
I mean, when the when the captain, see, when you keep the same team, and that never works out. But when you look at Jalen Brunson, the captain, what he was able to sacrifice, that's why he gets even more credit, because what player do you take away from this team because Jalen Brunson took more money? Instead, if he would have took all the money except for the 113, what player? Because they needed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What player do you lose? So that's why Jalen gets even more credit, is because what he gave up as well.
Next.
Well, now we move on to the heart and soul of the team. If you couldn't see where I was going there, we're going to talk about Josh Hart right now.
Really?
Jalen.
Really, that's
Tom's best work.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I shouldn't take it away from you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It was corny anyway. Anyway, Josh Hart, on the pressure that comes.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Would you please, Tom, would you please tell Chris that he's grabbing the steering wheel while you're driving?
Go ahead.
Listen, my name's on this show. It's okay. Josh Hart, on the pressure of being a Knick.
Man, this is the best feeling, man. We worked so hard for this. I give glory to God. Everyone was doubted at some point. This team was doubted at some point. And all we focused on is the next game. All we focused on is those guys in the locker room, man. People don't understand, we don't really talk about it, but the weight of that jersey, the expectations, the pressure of that jersey. I can say today, right now, is the lightest it's ever felt.
Listen. I don't know how you don't feel good for a guy like that.
Yeah, he's like the glue of this team.
He's a glue guy.
He's a hard worker. He's not the most talented, but he maximizes. He's a less punchable face than Patrick Beverly.
And he will do the things that you need him to do.
Correct.
Beverly's a dirtier player.
Yeah, a punchable face guy.
But Hart is somebody that will hit the big shots when you need him to hit the big shots too. He did that too.
Yeah,
all those things.
He's like their Mario Ellie.
Yeah,
their Bruce Bowen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
again, a little less dirty. Bowen was a little dirty.
Yeah, oh, was he? Yeah. the whole step on your shoe come down landing spaces for him.
Go ahead, Tom. Next.
And now we move on to the Cat. Karl Anthony Towns meant a lot to him. A weight was lifted off his shoulders when they won. What's the feeling like, Cat?
God is good. It's all happening. Like I just said, I thought in my second year I would get one, after having a successful high school and college career. You never know how truly hard it is to get to NBA Finals. But for them, God's timing was different for all of us. For him, it was 1 year. For him, it was 2 years. For me, it took 11 years, a lot of ups and downs in my career to get to this point. And I'm glad I'm able to provide Dominicans around the world with this moment, New York Knicks fans around the world with this moment, these rookies, my young fellow over here, and Ariel. I'm just super happy and excited that this is a worldwide celebration for everybody.
Sometimes when you win as a old guy, you want to look at the young guys and punch them in the face. Like y'all don't know.
You don't even know.
Yeah, you don't even know. You think you know, but you don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize Cat 11 years. Wow.
I know. Doesn't feel like that at all.
Al Horford, man, is he Dominican too, or is he Cuban?
I believe he's Cuban. I'm not positive.
Because the funny thing, I'm sure when people look at Karl Anthony Towns,
he is Dominican.
They just think he's like, okay, so I didn't know if he was like the first Dominican to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like play a major role in a championship. Al Horford did that, I think, a couple years ago with Boston.
Next.
And now we move on to the other Nova Knick, Mikal Bridges, because we know what the narrative was surrounding Bridges going into it. He and Ariel Hukporti will make an appearance in this. They put that to rest.
I mean, how's it
them picks
for you?
You talking about them picks? Yes, sir. Look what we got. 2-5. Hey, listen about them picks. We're not leaving.
Yeah,
we got him out of Brooklyn. Look at him now. Look at him now. He's a champion. Look at him now. Everybody doubting you and what? Nah, I ain't take no bottle for me, boy. Hey.
I don't think we hear Bridges saying much because he didn't play well.
Yeah, and I don't know that we need, but I also don't know that we need Ariel Hukporti to be the guy to talk for him.
But it's always that, right? Somebody like that, you talk for him.
He did have a crucial 2 minutes the other night.
Yeah,
and I'm not joking. He did play well, but still, 2 minutes.
You let the that's what she said. But But you do want, you know what I mean, that's what good teammates do. You know that's not in his profile and character to kind of boast like that. So, or say, hey, yeah, F them pick. Because you heard Josh Hart did the same thing, trying to like speak for him. And it's his job just to kind of sit there and stay humble and let his teammates talk for him. That way it's received better.
I mean, we were sitting in the middle of the year and talking about this being one of the worst moves in the history of the organization.
I mean, at some point they're going to have to figure out how they're going to tweak this thing, and hard decisions got to be made. And I always go back, well, because the only team I know is the Pistons. Like when they lost Rick Mahorn and had to kind of do it differently, but they won back to back. But I don't know if it's ever been a back-to-back champion that had the same exact roster. So it's going to be some tough decisions where maybe some people that want to be part of the defense of the title that won't be there. And at this point, I think whether it's Leon Rose, whether it's Mike Brown, or you're talking about James Dolan, I think we're going to have to kind of take their word for it. Oh, he did make it.
What?
He made it. He made it to Stephen A. He told Green.
He went over to First Take. He went over to First Take.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson's on First Take right now. It's right down the hall from The View and Good Morning America.
Get Up.
Yeah. No, I know. I know. I know.
Oh, no, Greeny. You should feel a way about it.
Who else should feel a way about it? Hahn was on this morning.
Yeah.
Hahn and Monica didn't go over there.
Dang. Dog. Let's not start no beef.
Next.
Well, listen, Hahn's gotten to talk to Jalen plenty, so I think he'll forgive him for this.
See, but it's a difference when you get him on a show that you're a contributor on and you pull some strings that give you weight on your job, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I get Brunson for you. Like, hey, man, Allen, he could have got Allen a lifetime contract today.
By the way, I should mention that they will have Patrick Ewing on this afternoon at 4:30.
Ah, see?
Excellent. You know excellent. And that was a nice moment between Patrick and Jalen. Next, Tom.
I'm going to bring up one Knicks center that I probably should have played this earlier because you mentioned him, Mitchell Robinson, the longest tenured Knick.
Yeah.
So I think he started on like a 17-win team. Now he's finally won the title. How's it feel, man?
Dreams come true. Man, I done been here. Well, we have won 17 games. We won 60 games. And to finally be able to get it done in 2026, after all the journey that I've been on and with the team and stuff like that, and it's just been amazing. This is an amazing feeling. I'm pretty sure every basketball player want to feel like this, and we got it.
You know what's crazy, man? Like, the beauty about when somebody wins a championship is that people do extensive research about who they are as people. And, like, OG's story, I think about losing his parents, I believe, and his story is, if you don't know it, and I just saw clips of it, so I don't want to try and regurgitate it because I don't know it inside and out, so I may misspeak a little bit. Amazing person, man. Like, I think he lost his father. It's an amazing, touching story about who he is as a person. And then when you go to the Mitchell Robinson story, the story about the family that kind of adopted him a little bit. He still was his parents, but like they took him in and he spent a lot of time over their house. And then when the mother or the wife of the coach that he was with got sick, how he was there every day. It's one thing to call. It's another thing to show up personally. And then when she passed away, he moved the coach to live with him. And they watched movies and stuff when he came back from practice. Like, man, you can't be happier for a group of individuals who are just great people, right? We know the story about Cat losing his mom during COVID, what he means to this area. We already have the touching story of, like, Brunson and his dad crying to him. Like, when you go through this star lineup, and I'm sure there are other stories, I mean, uniquely, these guys have a story to tell. And maybe that speaks about their resilience and their connection, because what they've been through as individuals just in life is amazing. Like, it's almost like, I don't know if you can make a Disney movie. We definitely can get Tubi to do one. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's a corny story, but what makes it even better is the fact that everything is true. You don't have to put the drama and stuff in it, man, because these guys are just great people. It couldn't be more happier for Mitchell Robinson. And I'm sure, I don't know if Coach is still alive, but if he is, I know the first person he wants to do and see is like coach and be able to give him his flowers as well and kind of embrace this moment with him.
Tom, what else you got?
I got one more for you, boys. As is tradition, we save the losers for last. Mitch Johnson acknowledged that the better team won after the series ended. That's wonderful. I wonder how Victor Wembanyama felt.
One of many things I learned is the margin of error is very, very thin. Our domination stints, we absolutely dominated for most of the series, but our errors, our mistakes are punished so hard that we can't have ups and downs like this so much. The ups are okay, the downs is the reason we lost.
I mean, that's true. I mean, anytime you're up with 2 minutes to go in every game, it comes down to decision making. What he don't want to talk about is when you're up as big as they were, how many mistakes you had to have at the same time.
I get the idea about dominating the series and how many minutes they led in the series versus what the Knicks only led 24% of the series.
It's a Kenny Atkins.
But they also only won 10 quarters of the 20. So that's the other part. They only won half of the quarters, the Spurs did, of the series. So you can look at it however you want. You went home in 5.
Yeah, of course. Like this, and we ain't got no fine jar. But this reminds me of like when they sent the Pistons.
We have a fine jar right here. By the way, we lost on our Knicks and 6 bet.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was rooting for. By my own self-interest. But the fact is, like, it reminds me so much of the Pistons team that sent Shaq and Kobe and all those guys away, because this team reminds me of that team because they're so connected. And it wasn't anybody on those teams that you considered a star, right? Nobody was a star. Chauncey wasn't a star. Chauncey kind of had the Brunson type of reputation, Mr. Big Shot, which basically means Mr. Clutch. You know what I mean? And, like, that just shows you, like I said, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. We saw a true team run into a young, talented team that may or may not be able to get opportunity, because I don't know if the Spurs are going to panic and just say, let's go star hunting because we definitely need somebody like Kevin Durant that can give us some buckets, or if they decide to let this team grow together. But it's no guarantees. I know we always say, oh, they'll be back.
No guarantees.
That ain't true. Ask Dan Marino.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
No read.
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, the New York Knicks are NBA champions. Where does Jalen Brunson rank among New York athletes all time?
This man has become the greatest Knick of all time. Yes, I said it. He has become the greatest Knick of all time. He is the new Derek Jeter of this generation. All-time great run.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game, because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game, because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 and over, physically present, New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Thanks, HOPE-NY, 467-369.
Come on, ref, end the game.
What's the rush? We're winning.
And we're going to keep winning if we get to the Nissan Summer Sales event.
What?
The event where you can score great savings on a new Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Can it hold off 10 minutes?
Oh, sure. You think the #1 brand of new vehicle quality by J.D. Power is just going to wait for you?
I get it, but we waited years for this match.
But look at these incentives.
Wait, are you serious? Come on, ref! Blow the whistle! Blow the whistle!
The whistle is blowing on these savings. Hurry in and bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales event. Now, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, Murano, Pathfinder, or Frontier, excluding S-Trim. For JD Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Frontier S-Term 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N6/3026.
Sure, keeping things casual has its time and place. But sometimes simply playing to have fun isn't enough. So when you're looking for a way to up the ante, try these 5 simple words. Play you for an ultra? That always seems to do the trick. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Join me, Peter Rosenberg, for the ultimate soccer watch party on June 19th as the USA takes on Australia. I'm taking over Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey with a special USA-themed food and drink menu. Happy hour from 3 to 6:30 and wall-to-wall action on multiple flat-screen TVs outside, okay? Kickoff starts at 3 p.m. Take in the match with fellow fans. Doors open at noon and advance reservations are recommended. Soccer, USA, Pride, USA versus Australia. Watch party energy. Be there. Brought to you by Calandra's Italian Village in Caldwell, New Jersey.
Clear some space in the rafters at MSG. A new banner is coming to the Garden.
Tonight, we play like we wanted to go home champions. To finish the game. Not to start the game. To finish the game, it means the world to me to go in that court with those guys. Whatever environment we're in, home or away, doesn't matter for us.
To have the fans that we have in New York City and be able to bring home a championship after all these years is absolutely amazing.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
Jake Asman was texting just to let me know he went down to the MSG team store and he was able to stock up. Now, I think some of that has been what? Well, he was able to stock. He wasn't stocking up like he was hoarding. He sent me a picture. He got T-shirt, a couple of different hats, like 3 or 4 different hats, one of those gold necklaces, so he got plenty. You have to turn on the microphone. I don't think he got Tom anything.
Ain't get Tom nothing, man.
But he wanted to let people know that he went down there and he said they're going to have more items restocked starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Of course they restock.
You got to get listen, you're not a big swag guy. Would you go down there if you were a Knicks fan right now?
I like the one that they won the championship with. That's dope. I'll wear that with some shorts. I'll wear that with some jeans. I rock that. It's not overly like the orange and stuff. It's black and white. You know what I'm saying? It looks cool. You know what I'm saying? It looks menacing.
You hugging OJ? OG?
Yeah, it's my dog. I tell you, he remind me of my son. I mean, if he was a little younger, could have been. Him and BJ kind of look alike, brother.
Here's the problem. The way the angle is right now in the camera, he's all white. Like all the light. See? Take a look here. You can't see it.
Oh, I got him on the shadow. Okay.
There you go. That should be better.
All right.
Anyway, Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. ESPN New York YouTube channel at 800-919-3776. Just want to know about what you felt in the moment, where you were for the moment, who are you thinking about in all of it. Let's continue on that front. Mel in Jersey. Mel, what was it like for you the other night, brother?
Yo, man,
it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I've been listening to ESPN radio for years. I've been hearing Knicks fans just rip into Dolan, rip into the Knicks. But I love to say that the Knicks took it as constructive criticism. They walked along with the Knicks fans, and they made it happen. I was outside for most of the playoffs. The finals, I try to catch every game that I can. I was out there for the final whistle. The final buzzer. I had a bite. I was so lucky that I was able to ride around all the way to the Garden, ride all the way to Central Park, ride all the way to the World Trade Center. Just ride around, see the city go crazy. I seen Times Square. Even if I'm not a Knicks fan per se, I am a fan of a party. And every playoffs, man, every playoff, every night, it doesn't even matter if they was losing. Every bucket, the New York City went crazy for everything. So with that being said, can I please get this off my chest? Champions! New York, this is for you! Anything is possible! What are they going to say now? And Jalen Brunson's story with his father, shout out to all the parents out there. It's not just Father's Day. It's not just Mother's Day. Love and family is every day. Everybody go show some love to your parents, too. This is amazing. And Bart, you say, like, this team is full of great players, bro. This is an amazing roster. I can see them doing this again.
Listen, I don't even care to think about it right now. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it later in the week.
Everything fell their way.
But they did win it.
Yeah, and they took advantage of it.
If you want to make the counter argument against it, the biggest counter argument is you've had 8 different champions the last 8 years.
And that's what I'm saying. It's no dynasties right now.
Yeah. But that aside, doesn't matter today.
No, don't.
What matters today is you guys just soaking all of this in and enjoying every last minute of it. Apparently, Jay Will said this morning on Get Up that shaking hands is what you do in Little League.
No, man. Come on. Listen, bro. Like when somebody's seeking you out like Jalen Brunson was,
yeah,
you don't turn your back and hurry up because you see that they trying to embrace you.
Let's call it what it was. Wemby couldn't get off the floor fast enough.
Because he's the one that choked. It's different if somebody else choked, but he's the one that missed the free throw. He the one came down and hit the backboard when he was trying to shoot a 3. Like, he's the one that had no down. He got exposed of not having any moves. If he can't roll to the basket and you throw it up and he got it in, he ain't got no, back to the basket.
Yeah, there's no go-to move at all.
He got no back to the basket. Let me pin you, give me the ball, turn around, Rasheed Wallace off the glass. Let me get to the center of the thing, hit a little jump hook. That's what he's going to have to work on. You can't just be – he got skills and he can come down and he got all the little man stuff instead of getting to the basket. But he got all the little man stuff. Come down, midi. He was trying to go to the midi and shoot his Bridges shot from the top of the elbow. That didn't work. But he didn't have no give me the ball to the back and let me drop step.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
53 years in the making.
A playoff run that'll go down in history, and a team that will live forever.
The drought is over. The Knicks have their championship.
Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
Hey Yankees fans, join us at Yankee Stadium on Thursday, June 18th as the Yankees take on the White Sox. And come early for a special giveaway. It's Yankee Soccer Jersey Night. The first 18,000 guests will receive a Yankee Soccer jersey presented by Bank of America. Don't miss Yankees and White Sox on Thursday, June 18th, Yankee Soccer Jersey Night. Get your tickets now at yankees.com/tickets.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber. starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch. I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Summer's here. People are outside walking more, traveling, going to games, barbecues, the beach, just enjoying life. But if you have joint pain, sciatica, or back pain is still holding you back, you don't have to live like that. I'm Bart Scott, and Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the real deal. Ivy League trained, double board certified with non-surgical treatments that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no pain medications, just a smart, targeted approach that gets you moving again. Same day or next day appointments are available. Go to SandwellPain.com. Don't let pain steal your summer.
There are small risks in life, like trying to guess someone's name you forgot.
Hey, remember me?
Of course. Samantha, how could I forget?
Who's Samantha?
Oh, will you excuse me?
We all take risks in life, but some risks just aren't worth it, like gambling without a plan. Set time limits and a spending budget before you gamble. To learn more, visit PlayResponsiblyNY.com. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Kansas is offering 10% off qualifying Pella projects and 50% off qualifying Pella installations. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2026.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2 New York.
Four-point lead. Here comes Fox. 5 seconds remaining. Fox to Wemby. Wemby tries a three, puts it up, off the mark. Anunoby the rebound. It's over. It's over. Knicks fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
Great call by Breen. Unbelievable night. Unbelievable playoffs. Unbelievable season. And the New York Knicks are NBA champions. Wow. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel at 12 noon, which, of course, means what?
It's the power hour.
Of course, we should later in the hour let Bauer do his thing. No?
That was 11.
I mean, but the Bauer hour deserves a little bit of credit in all of this, too, does it not?
Well, he did. He won 90% of the Bauer hours.
Yeah. Tom, are you prepared later to do a Bauer hour just in celebration of the championship?
One last one?
Yes.
I got you.
All right. Look at you. I got you. I got you, big guy. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. Listen, just in the grand scheme of the other night, let's just take aside the game for a moment. Let's take aside all of it. That was a healing moment when you see all those videos, and I have to admit, I really wish I was in the city for all of that just to experience what that was like. To experience an entire block, and I'm sure you've seen it, a couple of blocks of people singing New York State of Mind and enjoying that in the West Village where they just watched the game on the side of a building where people like Jon Stewart are out there and watching it with them in a country, but especially in a city where there's been incredible divisiveness. To celebrate something historic like that when it came to this team in particular, when no team in this town unites it more than the New York Knicks do, and when I think most people never expected that they would see this day, let alone that they were going to see this day this year, wow, it was something special to behold for sure. And even if you're not a Knicks fan, like I'm somebody that gets the goosebumps in those incredibly special moments, and I got them the other night.
The goose pimples. And listen, at least the city, man, like the city was, I don't know if it was relatively tame because I don't know like what happened last year in OKC or what happened in other places. But I do.
The only thing I've heard about is the buses so far, right?
Yeah, the bus and one person shot, 8 people stabbed. But whenever you get a group of anybody anywhere, it's going to be that.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sit here and say, good job by us, but you know the point.
We stabbed 8 people. That's technically only 0.1% of the population. You start trying to find statistics.
To back you up, yeah.
I just think that the most of the mayhem is over with, right? Because you don't really have mayhem when you're
Well, we'll
going
have
to the
some mayhem on Thursday.
You think? But
I think it'll be crazy
But
on
it's
Thursday.
daytime. It's daytime.
Yes, but there will be a lot of drunk people on Thursday.
But we can see you.
You think St. Patrick's Day is something?
Yeah.
This is.
But I'm
that's
saying,
Hurricane Shamrock. This is not. This is going to be far beyond that.
But I'm saying we can see you though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different. Like when people can use the nighttime as some type of cover.
Right.
Daytime is like, bro, we can see you. Right?
That's more about the guys who are out there to be crooks and to be criminals. This is more about the people who are just going to be drunk and stupid. But that aside, it's going to be an incredible party on Thursday.
How big of a fan are you? Are you going to take the day off?
On Thursday?
You got days off? Yeah, you're going to take days off and go to the parade.
Listen, I know he's a Knicks fan, but on Thursday, we're probably going to be at the parade. You and I. It starts at 10 a.m.
So Tom wouldn't take off because he wants the access of being able to be close to the action.
Well, listen, we're working on all the different machinations of what it will take for us to be there.
Look at it this way. I get to be at the parade possibly, and I'll be getting paid to do so. So you know what? I think that's a double win right there.
And come 5 minutes after 1, you'll be drinking heavily. Would that be fair?
There's a possibility of that.
Yeah.
And you probably can start a mosh pit.
I'm not going to do that in the streets of New York City.
Come on, man.
I'm just going to point that out for the record.
Brother, you won't. You mean tell me for your team and winning a championship, you won't get cuts on your knees?
Listen, I would happily do that, but seeing how some things go, when we celebrate a little too hard, we don't need a massive brawl starting at the Knicks parade. It's about them, not a mosh pit.
Think it's going to be like a snot crowd out there? It's going to be snot energy?
I certainly hope so.
I think what we're going to see is a lot of emotion coming out like we did the other night. A lot of emotion coming out from a city that has rooted for this team for the longest time, that has been through a lot of dark times with this team.
Yeah.
And has come, a lot of the fans, a lot of them, not all of them, certainly I'd say about half, had seen this team get as close as you can without winning it. And the things that were most significant in their history over those 53 years were names like Charles Smith and Ewing Finger Roll and 2 for 18, and for all the wrong reasons.
Tell me this, because this happened, do those guys get a break? Can we finally stop emphasizing? Can we stop making rap songs about that? Like, because now there's no need to make songs about, man, Charles Smith should have finger rolled like Joe Crack. Speaking about that, people that put those lyrics in there, like, do those guys get a break? Like, I feel like when the Red Sox finally won, it liberated Joe Buckner or Bill Buckner.
Yeah. Now that was different. That town should have forgiven Bill Buckner a lot sooner than they did, but yeah, it shouldn't take that.
Yeah, but it does.
Same thing with Bartman in Chicago, the guy who, caught
with
the
headphone, But that's what I'm saying though. So like, not only did Jalen Brunson and Patrick Ewing and all these other guys like get a break, it kind of puts to rest the Charles Smith and all that stuff, the memories. I think people don't even mention it anymore.
I think that's all forgotten for now.
All the failures that happened in the pursuit of one, now that they have one, all those are forgiven because now they're just talking about the one they got.
All you can do is sit back and enjoy every minute of it, and they are certainly doing that. But when I think about the other night, I thought the other night basically summed up what they have been about during the playoffs exceptionally well. They didn't play particularly well for the first half, let alone maybe the first three quarters, but their toughness got them through. Their superstar got them through, and they were carried by him at the moments that meant the most. And Jalen Brunson put on one of the all-time great closeout game performances that the league's ever seen. And I'm not just talking about that in a hyperbolic sense. Statistically, it was basically a couple of others, Bob Pettit with 50. I don't think anybody was around to see that. Jordan with 45 and 98. A lot of people weren't around to see that, but I remember it. This was on that level with what he was able to do. And keep in mind, he is doing it as a much smaller player, knowing all the angles, leverage, and picking on the Defensive Player of the Year in the process of doing it.
I always laugh like how little guys can always get their shots off much bigger guys, but medium guys can't. Like, nobody even sees or saw the nuance, right? The nuance is you get past the big guy, you stop, and start again, and then use the rim as a defense. Like, as far as little men, outside of Kyrie Irving, like Jalen Brunson is the best finisher around the basket. Like Kyrie has that crazy knack. Donovan Mitchell does too. I'm trying to think of some more little guys that kind of does finishes around the basket.
I mean, Iverson obviously did exceptionally well.
Yeah. I like Brunson. Like right now in today's game, it's Kyrie and Brunson. Mm-hmm. Like guys that's below 6 feet that goes amongst the trees and finishes at a high percentage. Like when they're there and they throw it up, you expect it to go in.
I think Brunson is, if he's not the most mentally tough player in the league, he's right up there.
Yeah.
And if he's not one of the smartest players he's the smartest player in the league. If he's not that, he's right up there as well.
Yeah,
because he understands all that
creative
stuff.
finish. Like when he came down, right, he pressed the defender. And he took such a wide step to create space only to come back with the next step towards the basket, right? That was nuance. He came down, and the defender getting ready to try and block his shot, the bigger defender that could probably block his shot. He stepped left, but still going forward, and then stepped back right to get back to the basket. But it created that space that the defender never got a chance to jump. That's like smarts in the moment. And that's what we talk about clutch. It's about thinking the whole time. You feel like he's thinking all the time when he's doing things.
And the other thing is, just for you as fans, what the moment was like. Who were you with? What were you doing? And who did you think of? I heard something over the weekend about people talking about Cub fans in Chicago, and there were people who would go to the cemeteries during the last game to sit and listen to the game with their loved ones who had passed on.
Oh, God.
Like there were people who had done that.
Wow.
I mean, think about, but I'm not saying that would have happened here. What I'm saying is, like, we're all thinking of certain people in those moments and the people that got you to be a fan of the team in the first place.
Yeah.
And what they must feel if you're not with them and if they've passed on, just how special that would be for them.
Yeah, especially like I feel like fandom used to be a little bit more crazed back in the day. Like, because now we live in an era where a lot of fans follow the superstar and they're loyal to the player and not loyal to the actual
to the uniform.
Yeah. And like back in the day, that was sacrilegious. Like back in the day, like a lot of fans now that are Jets fans, Giants fans, Yankees fans, Mets fans, and Knicks fans, like embrace it. They're like third, fourth generation. But I feel like the generation now, because we move around so much, that people become fans of like players that they like because we have exposure. And because players move so much, sometimes people's fandom moves so much. Like, we love Tessa, right? But Tessa is loyal to LeBron. She's not loyal to Cleveland. She's not loyal to
Lakers,
Miami.
yeah.
She's loyal, or the Lakers. She's loyal to LeBron.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, Mets visit the Reds. Coverage begins 880 ESPN New York at 6:30. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I think it's a great point you bring up, because it hasn't been about that as much. It has been more about, with younger people, about the great players in the league and kind of following them. But around here, it's not very often like that.
Yeah.
And I think we saw a good dose of that the other night.
It's certain pockets of or fan bases that still maybe hold on to the tradition a little bit longer. But I'm sure it's some – I want people to be honest. If you're if you're a Knicks fan that jumped off the wagon during the tough times, but you jump back on, call up.
800-919-3776. We've got so many who are waiting to get through. Kevin in Hillsborough is up first this hour on ESPN New York. Kevin, what was the moment like for you, bud?
What's up, Chris? What's up, Bart?
What up?
Oh, my gosh. The moment was 40 years in the making. The moment was just like, you asked me how I felt. So I kind of summed it up with, you remember Shawshank Redemption? Andy Dufresne.
Yeah, man.
Going through, what is it, like 500 yards
of crap.
Yep.
And the smell.
Andy
and all
must
this
have
stuff.
It must have been crazy for Andy. I'm sorry.
What was worse, climbing through all that stuff or watching Ronaldo Balkman play?
I think it was the same. I don't know. But I was at a watch party with my family, and I hosted it, so it was like the first time. My son has been sharing this whole playoff run with me, so that's so special. And then when the zeros hit that last minute before we were on edge, we're like sweating, and those zeros hit, and we are world champions. It felt like I just crawled out of that tunnel, and I'm looking up in the sky. My arms are up. I closed my eyes. I said, thank you. Thank you. And that gratitude, it was just great. Oh, my God.
So what pew?
My son there with me.
What pew are you about to kick in and hit the stats? Like, are you about to go and go to your check-ins and, like, you feel good, so people spend money when they feel good. You know what I'm saying? So what pew are you about to kick in and spend? What you about to buy?
Oh, man, I already had it. Like, I don't know. I think I already dropped like $300 on all the gear for my son and me. We're going to the parade, and it's like, and I just want him to, like, he didn't go through. That's why I'm appreciative. Also, he didn't go through that hurt.
Yeah.
See, I'd be more annoyed. This is what's wrong with me, Kev. I'd be more annoyed that my kid got to win it too soon. It'd be a great moment.
Yeah.
But I'd be more like, you didn't have to go through the crap.
See, but the thing is. He said he was born in 1973. He didn't say that, right? I thought that's something else I read. But, you know what I'm saying? He could be setting his son up for a lifetime of another 53 of nothing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I remember the time my dad, when it was 2026, it's 2070. I see. He said, That's the thing about being a sports fan. Because, you know what I'm saying? It can be that.
You lay it all out there. You put your heart into it as a fan. In the worst way.
Look at Niners
often.
Look at Niners fans. We won 5. They ain't been back to 3, ain't won nothing.
Yep. Haven't won anything since. I don't feel bad for them.
And what was that, the 80s?
Yeah.
Won 5.
Early 90s. Late 80s, early 90s.
So they about 30-something years in, man, and went to 2 and got their ass whooped.
Todd in Charlotte, North Carolina next. ESPN New York. Todd, what's going on?
Hey, man, how you guys doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm great. I was born 9 days after the Knicks won their championship. I was born on May 1st, and they won on May 10th. And let me tell you, man, I've seen some stuff. I became a fan with Rory Sparrow and Louis Orr and Pat Cummings, and watched Patrick Ewing come. And then we had those Jordan years and Reggie Miller years, and watching Houston and losing in Houston and watching OJ on the freeway. And then 99 came, and we had those Miami years. And finally, like he said, man, Shawshank Redemption, man, I just put my arms up, and I'm like, thank God. because I never thought I'd see one, man. I'm so happy. I can't even say how happy I am with all those years, man. I'm thrilled.
I can only imagine. That's how you feel. And it's so funny. Like so many people I've known, I'm jealous of the people that feel the joy in the moment.
Yeah.
Because anytime I've ever been close to it, it's always been relief. And that's not as good of a feeling.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people feel that. It's a great feeling, but it's not as good of a feeling when you look up at a clock with 5 seconds left and say, oh, we can't blow it.
Yeah.
You know, like the other night, when you hit the second free throw with OG,
yeah,
and he comes down the floor, the 4-point lead, unless you really, really, really screw up,
yeah,
you can't blow it.
And that's the thing. Like, I felt like with this run, you never felt like, okay, here comes that bad Knicks luck. I felt like everybody felt like, man, all the luck stuff is coming our way.
You weren't waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah. You like, man, like all the bad luck is going to the Spurs.
Yeah.
Maybe because they sold to get Wemby, and like maybe they got to have the best player in the league and not win. Because every time something good had to happen for the Knicks, it happened. Like automatically, like when it came to crunch time, the Spurs just folded. I'm talking about like it didn't go from like, okay, Knicks come back and we score and they score, we score. It went to like, okay, we don't score no more for the rest of the quarter. I don't remember a field goal. When they went cold and started getting nervous, they like missed like 10 straight shots.
But the Knicks fan and the Knicks themselves learned from the pain, learned from the scar tissue of the last few years. Like, didn't you feel like Brunson was carrying what had happened the last couple of years with him?
Yeah, where they were the team, they were the team that was the disappointment. Whether it was from injury, whether it was the Mitchell Robinson and Joel Embiid pulling his ankle, whether it was the double doink from Halliburton, you know what I mean? The Knicks have been in disappointed.
I saw this the other day. Remember how we were joking that a lot of kids are going to be named OG?
Yeah.
Be some others. I saw one who was a great name for a little girl, Anna Nobi.
Oh, that's funny.
Ananobi. That's not bad.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, right? Because, like, even in boy bands, we have, like, they all have, like, their little – I remember, like, Jodeci, right? Some people like KC because he was the singer, but he looked like a little crackhead, right? Some people like his brother JoJo because he was a smooth singer. But a lot of people like Dalvin and Devontae because they was, like, the sex symbols but didn't really do much. Like, I wonder when you take this top five or you do take this team, whether it's GTA, Alvarado, Grand Theft Auto, Alvarado, whatever, like, when they call these guys up to the stage collectively outside of Jalen Brunson, who gets the biggest cheers?
I think it would be OG.
Me too.
I think
OG, and he's the one that talks the least. I think OG is probably the second most popular player on this team.
But I don't think there's going to be massive differences between him and Josh Hart and Cat. But I think it's probably OG.
Because of what OG did outside of Brunson, who jersey sales are going to spike out the door? Once again, I think it's OG. I think OG.
I think there's a lot of jersey sales that are going to spike out the door.
I'm saying, yeah, a lot. But I think OG, I think like when you think about like, and I think before this series started, before this run on the playoffs started, I think that Cat probably was the second most popular. Then I thought maybe Josh Hart. People love Josh Hart. I think OG solidified and stamped itself as like one of New York's favorite players.
Oh, I would agree. And that was the thing about this town, or this team in particular.
Yeah.
It was a very relatable team because they liked those kind of players. They liked him. They liked Josh Hart. They liked Brunson because he's undersized and wasn't supposed to be the superstar.
See, but it's easy to like the other guys because you actually hear them talk.
Yeah.
OG don't talk.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to make people like you just from your play without knowing nothing about your personality? It's like people that like Kawhi. We don't know nothing. We barely know outside of the memes we got. We don't even know what Kawhi sounds like. Like, he don't say nothing. And OG says even less because he's not required to speak as much because Brunson, like the funny things between Allen and OG all throughout the year, like trying to get them to talk and like grab the mic, not grab the mic. Like he's made himself like one of the fan favorites without even speaking. And telling you, Anne Hathaway might have a little brown baby coming up in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna happen. Hey, OG, I wonder how many of them got his number. If OG wanted, his stock has never been higher. If he want to run through some celebs, OG can do it right now.
How about Donovan in Brooklyn next? ESPN New York. Donovan, what's up, dude? How are you?
Hey, good afternoon, fellas. Thanks for taking my call.
You got it.
Caller.
Oh, thank you. Don't make it your last time, Donovan. Don't make it your last time, baby. Don't make it your last time.
No, never. Bart, thank you for all those years. I'm still a Jets fan, and I'm not jumping ship. Carlin, what I wanted to say, you made a call. I just want to remind you, during the regular season, you said to Bart, a way that the Knicks can win the championship. And you said the way that they could do it was San Antonio beat OKC and the Knicks beat San Antonio.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I hope you remember that. You made the call.
I do. I said Knicks in 6 before this, so I was wrong about that. I mean, they even blew that away.
Yeah, I had them in 6 also. I think everybody had them in 6.
Yeah.
But, you made a call, and I said I had to call and remind you. Hopefully you remember that you made a call.
Well, that you're reminding me that I was right? Yes.
You was correct.
Well, I think, listen, that was certainly not a take that I was alone on. There were a lot of people.
We thought they matched up well.
After the NBA Cup stuff, a lot of people felt like that was the Knicks' path to winning a championship.
See, the matchup against OKC would have been much more difficult, and maybe they would have won, maybe they would have lost. But the beauty of it is we'll never have to know.
Nope. We'll never have to know. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Tell us about your moments when it happened. Tell us about what you've been feeling over the last day or two. Relief, joy, ecstasy, all of it. All of it.
Ecstasy. Like listen. It's been a lot of people getting away with not having to do honeydew lists because they're like, baby, I'm gonna let you enjoy this little Nick run. I wonder how many, them had to take care of mama after last night, after the Knicks won, what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got another job for you. Separating, jumping with him, yeah. She undoing that drawstring, like, yeah, hey, we won. Yeah, you got something to do. Mama backed up.
July 16th through the 19th, biggest weekend in sports, takes over New York City, and Fanatics Fest NYC puts you at the center of it all. The world's #1 sports fan festival returns to the Javits Center with 500-plus athletes, celebrities, and sports legends all under one roof. Get closer than you've ever been with autographs, photo ops, live panels, podcasts, exclusive merch drops, the tailgate zone, rare collectibles, and nonstop action across every major league. Enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN New York app. Find the contest tile to submit your entry. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The New York Knicks, world champions. Finally.
Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
Enjoy it, Knicks fan. Enjoy it, Knicks Nation. Signed, sealed, and delivered, your 2026 New York Knicks.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. All through this tournament, the betting options on FanDuel bring you straight onto the pitch. Who will score the first goal? How many shots will each team have during the match? It's all right there in the app. And with same-game parlays, you have a chance for bigger payouts. And best of all, with FanDuel, you get paid instantly when you win. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Caught with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
Sure, keeping things casual has its time and place. But sometimes simply playing to have fun isn't enough. So when you're looking for a way to up the ante, try these 5 simple words. Play you for an ultra? That always seems to do the trick. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
New York is playing in the championship, and when you watch a team play this well, you can just tell. It starts with how they're built. Depth, leadership, execution, doing the little things right. That's exactly how Tricon Construction builds too. Whether it's medical, industrial, multifamily, or commercial, Tricon brings the right team and the right plan to every project across the tri-state area. So if you're looking for a construction partner for your next project, don't overthink the pick. Choose Tricon Construction. Every phase, every detail, done just right. Visit TriconBuilds.com.
This Father's Day, put the focus on Dad's happy place, his garage. Shop more ways to organize, more ways to build, and more ways to spend time together. With low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him a rolling toolbox or a wall-mounted organizer to keep it all in place. Or save on power tools like the Ryobi 2-tool driver drill combo kit for just $99. Make Father's Day about building something together with a little help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. Future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation, and neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. And we're still doing it every day because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The New York Knicks are NBA champions. Where does Jalen Brunson rank among New York athletes all time?
This man has become the greatest Knick of all time. Yes, I said it. He has become the greatest Knick of all time. He is the new Derek Jeter of this generation. All-time great run.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Like the Spurs should have played. The Spurs should have had to play this. Like after the game when the team wins, it should go to the. It's like, see, I keep forgetting. Like you ever seen House Party? Never mind. Your House Party, right? Remember when he came? He kept bumping into the damn stairs. It should have been like that. Like, move over, dog. Watch out. Move out the way. And they should have had the Knicks DJ ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Should have went up there, played all the bing bong, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The We Are the Champions. All that should have been flowing. And see, the Spurs were the young, likable team, right? Before people knew that Wemby was like a jerk sauce, and like, you know what I'm saying? People love Castle. I think people like Dylan Harper. They they were scrappy. People liked them, right? By the end of this thing, it started off with like people starting to hate them. And listen, I think the Spurs are going to be the bad boys of like the NBA because I think SGA and the dirty play and all that type of stuff, how they was playing, even what they were doing on Brunson, the physical play, the hitting, the running through the picks. They could have been the nice story that gets a good cause, but they're going to come out as the bad guy. And it started out with them playing that little clown song when they were introducing the Knicks. And I thought the Knicks were going to go tit for tat with them when they came here. It was going to play some crazy clown stuff back or some dorky stuff back, but they didn't. They kept it professional. Like when you're young and you're trying to do it, I know people remember guys like the Legion of Boom. That's what one team that kind of did it and was bashful and all that stuff, but pulled it off. But they were the Legion of Boom, and they when they got to the main stage, they had lost a couple years to San Francisco before they kind of overtook San Francisco as the dominant team in that era, right? The Spurs new to the party, and they became hateable early. They became dislikable, whether it's the push to the back of Brunson's head, whether it was the crazy hard plays on on SGA or on all that stuff. The Spurs have painted themselves that way, and I just want to commend the Knicks for always staying classy. They did a little. Mitch did a little bit with the elbow to the throat, but
that was a losing your composure moment more than anything. It wasn't. Listen, we would be if they had won the game, we would have been spending today, if it hadn't been decided yet, screaming about Wembanyama getting suspended for Game 6.
Yeah,
getting that extra flagrant for what happened, because that was so blatant
with the elbow.
It wasn't even funny. No, with the jumping into the. In the landing space.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that's quite literally the rule.
It's 2 flagrants that he didn't get.
Yeah. But the one in the landing space, you can't justify that not happening.
How you missed that big-ass 22-inch toe?
Well, here's the thing is they couldn't review it at the time because a foul wasn't called on the play.
What did they think Brunson was holding his ankle for?
I don't know. But the foul in the moment wasn't called on the play, so they couldn't review it and go back and do it. But they could have after the game. The league could have stepped in and said, no, that's a flagrant, and here's why, which would have garnered him a suspension, hitting 4 points for flagrant.
So should Wemby start off the season with a flagrant?
He might. Who knows? I doubt it, but he might. 800-919-3776. Ray is up next on ESPN New York. Ray, what's going on, bud? How are you? Ray. In Atlanta.
How you doing? I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Congratulations, guys. I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I just want to start the conversation by saying that this is probably one of the greatest NBA teams of all time. And we don't talk about it because the Knicks have so much trauma. We have so much trauma with losing so much.
It's a great.
But if you think about it, we won the Emirates Cup.
Which has been around for 3 years. I mean, let's not get nuts here about the cup, okay?
We feel
it's not nuts. It's honestly the plus minus differential, the way we beat teams.
That's where your argument.
The Knicks have not.
That's where your argument would lie, Ray. Is the plus minus differential was greater than anybody else in history. Now, it obviously wasn't as big of a factor in the finals, but it still was amazing throughout. And it's the best we've ever seen. The run itself is really remarkable.
Give me Dirks, right? We talk about Dirks. Dirks is the greatest run for who he had to beat.
But it's
who you beat also matters.
Yes, but I'm not going to call this one of the greatest teams in NBA history.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to do that.
Maybe one of the greatest runs because of they swept, 2 teams?
I think it was a great team. They swept 2 teams. I think it was a great team, but I have trouble calling it a run because when we say run, the 99 Knicks was a great run. They were the 8th seed, and granted, it was only a 50-game season, but they weren't supposed to get to the finals.
Yeah,
that's kind of what run means to me, as a team that got off may not have been the greatest team, but had a great run. The Knicks won 53 games, so I think it's somewhere between run and all-time great team.
Yeah, and see, unfortunately, when we talk about great runs, right? We talk about great runs.
It was an incredible playoff.
Yeah, when we talk about great runs and stuff like that, and the team wins the championship, I think it forces us to have to say, how would this team fare against this team? And as far as the great runs and great teams like the 99 or I forget 96 Bulls, even the Golden State team that lost to LeBrick 3-1. You start asking yourself, could they have beat these teams? And I think more than likely when we talk about the great teams, we'll probably say, they couldn't beat this team.
Ricardo, Woodside Park, next, ESPN New York. Ricardo, what's going on, man? How are you?
1994, I could only see the replays because my mom didn't let me stay up late at night. 1999, I watched the San Antonio Spurs lift the championship at the Garden. I'm 10-1 in the Garden. This year, let me tell you, in a couple of days, it will be a full year. I think about maybe 3 or 4 days that I was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer. I lost my voice because I'm a little congested, not because of the celebration. Fortunately, because of the line of work that I do, I was only able to watch this Knicks game on my iPad when I was DJing a wedding. And I got to watch those final minutes. I'm going to try now because these family members that didn't get to see the championship. I cried because I got to witness my team win. God forbid, and I'm winning, guys. I'm winning. Trust me. There's a championship going on in my body right now. Trust me. Let me tell you, seeing this team win, seeing people. I was at Dunkin' Donuts this morning with my Knicks hat. Some guy stops me and goes, "You think you're a fan?" Shows me a video of him being in San Antonio. I don't know who this guy is. He saw the whole entire championship live. We hugged. We don't know who we are. Let me tell you, this has been the best run ever. And I'm going to rewatch the game. I haven't had the chance to because I've been very tired because of work. I actually have to do an event tonight. But I'm going to watch the game. I want to rewatch it from the beginning to the end like if it was Saturday. And let me tell you, I bought newspapers. I cried this morning when I heard Mike Breen say it again with my son, who is unfortunately a Bulls fan.
Oh, God.
Oh, guys, I know. Bart, I know. Trust me. And let me tell you guys, even hearing you guys, Bart, you and I, we got into it about the Detroit Pistons, and I called them Fugazi. You know, I wish I could give you some love. I know what you were trying to say. I was just excited.
That's all love, baby. It's all love.
No, of course. Chef, let me tell you, when we won to get into the finals and how you said on Instagram that this is by far the best team ever, that what you said, I thought that. I cried when we made it to the finals. And I'm still crying right now as we speak. New York Knicks, what can I say? Thank you guys for just bringing the city back together. I honk the horn at people. I don't care who you are, what your political views are, what you're about. None of that. You wearing a Knicks jersey, you're my family. And that's how I see it. Guys, I love you. Man, I wish, only pray one thing, and I know it's going to be crazy. Y'all might hang up on me. I would love to see the repeat. But you know what? I'm happy with what we got now. And if it takes another 53 years, you know what? I could still say that we took this.
Yeah, man. Step by step, brick by brick. And we wish you all the luck in your journey, brother.
Thank you, guys. I love you. Thank you. Go Knicks, and I will be at the parade.
We love you
I
too,
will
brother.
be there.
And that's what it's all about. That's the beauty of sports, right? It brings people together. Like people walking with a Knicks hat on. And people just – it's like funny. People are speaking it to each other because somebody has on a Knicks paraphernalia. I mean, I was walking yesterday, and I was walking with somebody that had on Knicks stuff, and a little kid was like, "Go Knicks! Are you a Knicks fan?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Or see the hat, like, "Go Knicks!" Like, it just makes everybody nicer. You know, for a second, for a city, sometimes that can feel really disconnected. You know, when you talk about people, right? You know, everybody's like ants marching, right? Everybody just marching to their destination, doing what they got to do, and not really paying attention to each other. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of sports. And what we said before earlier in your opening monologue is that the one team in this city that brings collectively everybody together is the Knicks, because it's no opposite, right? It's no Jets Giants. It's no Mets Yankees. I know the Brooklyn Nets exist, but I feel like everybody is a collective Knicks fan, maybe except for Joe Leo. He might be the only person that's crying in the car that he has to watch the Knicks be happy. When he had Kyrie and Durant, when he had Harden, when he had KG And you talk about the even earlier in the years when they had Kenyon Martin and Justin Jefferson and Brook Lopez and all that stuff.
Ricardo, man, we're with you.
Yeah,
we're with you.
Have we checked on Joe Leo today? Have we did a wellness check?
Not yet.
Yeah, who cares?
We're thinking of Ricardo as he's fighting through, man. Awesome stuff. We're with him. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The New York Knicks are NBA champions. Where does Jalen Brunson rank among New York athletes all time?
This man has become the greatest Knick of all time. Yes, I said it. He has become the greatest Knick of all time. He is the new Derek Jeter of this generation. All-time great run.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Come on, ref, end the game.
What's the rush? We're winning.
And we're going to keep winning if we get to the Nissan Summer Sales event.
What?
The event where you can score great savings on a new Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Can it hold off 10 minutes?
Oh, sure. You think the #1 brand of new vehicle quality by J.D. Power is just going to wait for you?
I get it, but we waited years for this match.
But look at these incentives.
Wait, are you serious? Come on, ref! Blow the whistle! Blow the whistle!
The whistle is blowing on these savings. Hurry in and bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Now, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, Murano, Pathfinder, or Frontier, excluding S-Trim. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Frontier S-Trim, 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N6/30/26.
Hey, Yankees fans. Join us at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, June 20th, as we celebrate Aaron Judge winning the 2025 American League Most Valuable Player Award. It's Aaron Judge MVP Bobblehead Day, presented by T-Mobile. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will receive a special bobblehead commemorating Judge's MVP season. The Yankees take on the Cincinnati Reds Saturday, June 20th. Get your tickets now at yankees.com/tickets.
There are a million reasons to love New York. Making your budget stretch isn't one of them. According to an independent study, Amazon prices average 14% lower than other retailers. Get food, fashion, furniture, and more shipped straight to your building. That's how Prime members have saved over $2 billion on grocery and household items. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
It's summertime, so why are you still living with pain? If you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or nerve pain, don't wait any longer. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Soundwell Pain. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no long recovery, no relying on pain medication. Just non-surgical image-guided treatments that help you get your life back. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted. Help is close. Go to SoundwellPain.com. Feel better this summer, not someday.
Clear some space in the rafters at MSG. A new banner is coming to the Garden.
Tonight, we play like we wanted to go home champions. To finish the game, not to start the game. To finish the game, it means the world to me to go in that court with those guys. Whatever environment we're in, home or away, doesn't matter for us.
To have the fans that we have in New York City and be able to bring home a championship after all these years is absolutely amazing.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The ESPN New York Beach Bash is back. Thursday, July 2nd at Bar A in Lake Como, New Jersey. Head down to the Jersey Shore and join the Michael K. Show and Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live starting at 1 p.m. Plus, there'll be appearances from DiPietro and Rothenberg, as well as Bart and Carlin. We'll have plenty of giveaways for fans in attendance, a soccer watch party, and the chance to test your skills by trying to kick a soccer goal past Rick DiPietro.
Save DiPietro!
Plus music from Surfing for Daisy. It's all brought to you by Spike Dave, Boost Mobile, Miller Lite, Fanatics Fest NYC, and New Jersey Lottery. You must be at least 21 years of age to enter.
Soccer fans, join R.J. Santillo, Ray Santiago of DiPietro and Rothenberg on Saturday, June 20th for a watch party presented by Rothenberger Pilsner. Watch the match between Germany and Ivory Coast at Radagast Hall and Beer Garden and Brooklyn starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Rothenberger, and enjoy the energy. Join it all with ESPN New York. That's R.J. Santillo, Ray Santiago. Give Ray a big hug. He's a champion now, live at Radagast Hall and Beer Garden on Saturday, June 20th, brought to you by Rothenberger Pilsner. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Let's get a couple in here. Jules in Livingston next, ESPN New York. What's up, Jules?
First my heartfelt wishes go out to Ricardo. I wanted to comment on the last part of the game where the Spurs were completely outmaneuvered. When Hart missed his foul shot with 22 seconds to go and the Knicks up by 3, Mitch took the rebound. They didn't hack a Mitch. Instead, he passed it out to Anunoby, and the rest is history. How they failed to hack Mitch is, I haven't heard that commented on, but that was a key strategic
they
blunder.
probably in that half second that Mitch got rid of the ball pretty quickly, if memory serves. Like he didn't. I don't think he held it for 2 and 3 seconds, did he? I don't think so.
No,
he pinned the hell out of Wemby. Wemby couldn't jump or do anything. I think it was more shock than anything.
Yeah,
trying to react.
Agreed.
Like, you're trying to think when he had it. You're trying to think if you go get him. You're trying to match up because they could have shooters.
Yeah, I know, but, the coach should have said, if Mitch gets a rebound, foul him. And they completely were unprepared.
Well,
I was at the Felt Forum in 1970. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I think you would think that was the theme of what the Spurs dealt with, not being able to make the right decisions under pressure.
Steve at LaGuardia up next, ESPN New York. Steve, what's going on?
Hey, you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
This call will be recorded.
All right. I'm driving back from the airport from San Antonio. Went through hell and back to get home, 36 hours. I guess there were storms in New York. I went to Dulles, had to sleep on a couch out there.
Oof.
But I'm here. I haven't changed. I got my Brunson jersey on. It's been 72 hours. The only reason I was at the game is because I was in South Padre Island in southern Texas there for a buddy's bachelor party. No intention of going to the game. Brought all the gear because, we were going to go out and party and watch the game, certainly. But I was with a few diehard fans. And as soon as we got down there, it was should we go? It's a 4-hour drive. Should we do it? How much are tickets? Can we get a hotel? Can we get a car to get up there? The stars aligned. It was 5 of us. Game 5. Knicks in 5 all day, bringing the energy. There was about 1% of me that said, you go in, it's sport, and that's the beauty of it. You just never know.
Yeah.
There's a possibility to lose, but we were manifesting the win.
And you took the good vibes from that bachelor party all the way over to San Antonio. I want you to hear this. I just saw this clip come over, and Ray was one of the guys who saw it, Santiago. This was Jeff Van Gundy a few years ago when Kevin Durant said no to the Knicks and yes to Brooklyn. And this is Jeff on ESPN talking with Malika Andrews about that decision from Kevin Durant and why, at the time, if you remember, Kevin Durant said it wasn't cool to play for the Knicks.
Well, I don't think on Broadway is for everybody. Off Broadway is for some. On Broadway is for some. Not everybody has the same taste. New York certainly is not for everyone, but it's for special players. And I do believe that all it takes is one great player like a Patrick Ewing or a Steph Curry, the right best player to come to the Knicks franchise, and they will once again be cool, because there is no place to play like New York City.
I mean, look at the national response. And I know most of these places that's doing the responses are CNN or Fox or MSNBC or Get Up and stuff like that, or Good Morning America. That's because everything is in New York.
But also, when does the country root for New York ever, other than 9/11?
Right.
When else have they ever rooted for New York and they rooted for the Knicks? That's how likable the group was.
I've never seen so much coverage from the winner of any championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's been on every major broadcast. Like, oh, man, because when the Knicks are there, the celebrities, the vibe, and people already think New York is one of the best cities. And then, so I feel like it's New York envy.
We end the show the only way we can, with the Bauer Hour.
For one last time, let's cue up the corn.
Knicks fans, are you ready to celebrate? The journey is over. The Knicks have taken over the world. Bask in the glory, Knicks fans, your first title since 1973. Remember the moment. Remember where you were. And soak in it forever. Embrace it. Love it. This championship is yours. In the words of the great Tyler Murray, no lead is too big. No guard is too small. And now the city is alive because the Knicks did it in 5.
I like that. Just like a great MC. You know what I'm saying? You say the alive, and then you go at in 5. Yeah, 5, my bars.
Look at you, Tom.
Bars.
Look at you.
Bars.
Michael Kay is up next. He will have Mike Breen on, of course, who had the great call at the end of the game. And then later on this afternoon, Don Hahn and Rosenberg. Among those who will be joining him, Patrick Ewing at 4:30. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The 2026 New York Knicks. Basketball immortality.
It's happening, Knicks fans. It's happening. It's been 53 years.
It's over. It's over. Knicks fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks.
On the big